Everybody, welcome to the Grand Rapids Middle School Pool as we get ready for the Section 6A swimming finals. It's going to be an exciting one here on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by the Dent Shop in International Falls. I want to thank all our sponsors for bringing you this big day in Section 6A swimming. It's 30 minutes before this meet is scheduled to start. The stands, I'm going to say, are already two-thirds full. You better get here. If you know somebody who's on their way, tell them you better hustle on because the seats are going fast. If not, hey, come on and tell them you can watch it on yourliveevent.com. I said the swimming finals. I didn't say the diving finals. I hope maybe you caught that because the diving finals were already held. There was a decision made by the coaches of the divers that, look, we've only got 8 divers. Let's get it all done so we don't have to worry about it so the kids that are swimming can concentrate on their swimming. So they did that. So let's run down your winners and all 8 that competed in the diving portion of this Section 6A championship. And your winner from Grand Rapids is Aiden Ottman, and he had a score of 367.25. Second place to Tyler Fussell, excuse me. Sorry, Tyler, with a score of 336.30. Third place went to Adrian Manassa from International Falls. He had a score of 319.30. Fourth place out of Hibbing to Cole Hughes. He went 298.55 for his score. Fifth place to Max Gritzmacher of Rockridge, 282.75. Sixth place also to Rockridge's Gabe Agnes. He had a score of 264.35. Seventh place to Grand Rapids' David Ottman, and he had a score of 252.10. And eighth place to Michael Sopkowicz from International Falls. The seventh grader had 201.50 points. So those were your 8 divers. The top 4, again, Aiden Ottman, Tyler Faso, Adrian Manassa, and Cole Hughes. Those are the 4 divers that are going to be heading to the state swimming and diving meet next week at the University of Minnesota. So we've got our first champion in Aiden Ottman, and we did have a chance to talk to him in our first program this morning. You can go back on yourliveevent.com and you can go to broadcast archives. It should already be available, and you can click on that. And if you head right towards it, you can watch all the dives that you want. You can skip through and pass through, or you can go right to the interview that we did. Now, we didn't have their faces, I believe, on the screen, but we had a chance to talk to the top 3, and Aiden, Tyler, and Adrian. They were just stoked about getting a chance to go back. Some of them go back, for some of them, the first time to the state diving meet. So congratulations again to Aiden Ottman, Tyler Faso, Adrian Manas, and Cole Hughes as they are going to the state meet. They are going to get their awards. First thing, after they get done doing the national anthem, the first thing we're going to have is the award ceremony for the divers. And then right after the divers, we're going to go right into the 200-yard medley relay. Of course, with just 7 schools participating, they had the prelims on Thursday, and all 7 teams it basically was for placing. But, hey, teams change members. Sometimes all of a sudden you got a guy who maybe doesn't qualify in this event, and all of a sudden he's going to swim here, and it changes things up. So this is going to be a very interesting day. Of course, when I talked to a couple of boys from Hibbing, the 2 Bens, as they introduced themselves, Ben Phillips and Ben Rippon, and we're going to hear their interview in just a bit. But they talked about getting shaved, getting the super suits on, and everything else about doing what you need to do to get a chance to go to state, and that's what makes this day so exciting. We're going to take a break here, and when we come back, we will have the interview I did with a member of the International Falls boys swimming team, Anthony Scholler, as he looks to advance to the state meet today. So we'll take that break. You are watching the Section 6A boys swimming finals on your live event, and yourliveevent.com, and it's brought to you by the Dent Shop.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The
Shortstop stores are excited to bring the Section 6A Swimming and Diving Qualifying Championships live on your live event. With Shortstop locations from Babbitt to Hibbing and Virginia to Duluth, it's easy to find any of our area convenience stores. Fuel, convenience, and great customer service, Shortstop stores are here for you.
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool as we get closer and closer to the Section 6A swimming finals here. Again, the diving finals were held this morning. We already talked about those champions, but let's move on to the swimming here. Again, the crowd's starting to file in here, starting to fill up the place here at the Grand Rapids Middle School as we're going to crown 11 champions and we're going to send at least 33 swimmers. Wow. Let's get that correct. You've got the 8 individual events, 24 individual swimmers, and then you're going to send 9 relay teams to the state meet coming up. I had a chance to talk to Anthony Scholler earlier today as the Bronco Boys swimming and diving team was here plenty early as they made the trip down together so that they could support their divers. And let's take a listen to that interview right now with Anthony Scholler. Right now by Anthony Scholler from International Falls. We talked about how the day went on Thursday.
I feel like it went pretty well. I mean, my IM was like really good. I was third, I believe. I'm focusing on trying to place higher and make state there. My 500, I placed 4th, and I'm gonna try to place like 1st there. I know I can do it.
Are you also swimming in the place today?
Yeah, 200 relay and the 400 relay both have a good chance of going to state. I think that the 200 we should be second if everybody swims their best times, and the 400 relay, if everybody swims their best, I think we squeeze in 3rd.
Okay, talk a little bit about how you feel about how your body feels. Do you feel like you're rejuvenated and ready to go from Thursday's competition?
I still feel just a little bit sore, but I think I can still do it. I mean, I've got a lot of energy in me today.
Talk about the other guys from the Falls who have a chance to make it to state.
Well, first, Adrian Manassa. He might have a chance at state in diving if he throws his best dives today. Will Serrano, I think he's going to have a chance in the 100 fly and the IM if he picks it up just a little bit more. Colton Hollis, he's in the relay with both the 200 and 400 relays, which we have a chance at state, so we might be able to get him to state too this year.
Anthony, appreciate the time. Best of luck today.
All right, thank you very much.
That is Anthony Scholler joining me there from the International Falls Boys Swimming and Diving Team. And as I mentioned, he talked about Adrian Manassa. Hopefully he was going to get to state. Well, of course, Adrian Manassa did do that as he took 3rd place earlier today. We're getting closer. I look up at the clock. It's about 2:40. We're about 20 minutes from getting this competition underway. Of course, National Anthem, I've been told, is going to be right at 3 o'clock. Then we're going to have the awards ceremony for the divers, and then we're going to get right into the swimming. They'll run about 4 events. Well, they will run exactly 4 events. We'll have a little break, and then we'll get the last 7 swimming events in there, and we'll talk about all that as we go along here. You're watching the pre-meet show right here on yourliveevent.com, and it's presented to you by the Dent Shop. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with the interview I did with the 2 Bens from Hibbing, Ben and Ben Phillips. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on yourliveevent.com, presented by the Dent Shop.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct nonstop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a nonstop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northland Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool as we're getting closer and closer to the start of the swimming finals here from Grand Rapids. Again, you're watching on yourliveevent.com. We appreciate you watching. If you missed out on Thursday's broadcast or you missed out on this morning's diving contest, you can always go back when you're on yourliveevent.com. You can go to broadcast archives. They are right there for you to view. They will be up there, theoretically forever. And you can always go back and watch those, whether it be the interviews, specific races, however you want to look at that. You can scan through and find the spot that you are looking for. Again, the place starting to fill up, getting fuller and fuller here. Of course, I'm down on the far end of the entryway. And, of course, the first spots over to my right, they all get taken up. The ones here in front to the left, I got a feeling they're going to be full here in a few minutes. I had a chance to talk to the two Bens from Hibbing here earlier. So let's take a listen to the interview I did with Ben Rippinen and Ben Phillips. Talking with two Hibbing swimmers, the two Bens, Ben Phillips and Ben Rippinen. Guys, talk a little bit, Ben Rippinen, about how things went for you personally on Thursday.
For me personally, I'm definitely excited. I mean, 100 breaststroke, we're all right there, and that second spot's up for grabs, I think. Definitely. I'm definitely excited.
Ben Phillips, how about for you?
Everything went really well on Thursday. Not a bunch of significant time drops, but then again, we weren't fully tapered, shaved, and ready, but today we feel very good and excited.
I know when I do the girls section, they always talk about the super suits. Do guys get super suits? Did you change suits today so that you go even faster?
Yes, we did. They're called tech suits.
Our tech suits, the girls wear like the full body ones. I've seen the boys sometimes wear the full body ones so they don't have the shave, but yeah, when you have the tech suits on, you just feel like a million times faster. It's crazy.
Talk a little bit about the different mindset that you have to come into from Thursday to today. Ben Rippinen, I'll let you take a shot at that.
Our coaches are like, more prelims is make top 8. Today it's okay. This is where our coach is saying, have confidence. This is where you perform. This is where we perform. That's where we get our best swims.
And Phelps, how about for you? What do you hear?
I'd probably say about the same thing. We went into Thursday thinking it's, we just got to get in the top 8. And, if you're on the edge, you're looking in, you say you're 9th, 10th place, try and get up into that top 8 spot. And then, if you're on the outside looking in, trying to get in the top 16 spot. But today, we're going for gold, I guess you could say, all out swims.
Talk about some of the other guys on the team who have a chance to qualify for state.
Cooper Emerson, Aaron Hadrava, Luke Poquette, Ben Phillips himself. I think those guys, they all work very hard, and I think they have a clear shot at state.
How about in the team? What are we looking at as the team event? Where is this going to fall? Do you guys have a feeling who's going to come out on top and where Hibbing might end up in that scheme?
Right now, Rapids, Rock Ridge, Sabi, all those teams are right up there. But I think we have a really good shot. Our relays are really loaded up to go out there and get first place. Hopefully in all of them, our medley and 200 for sure. And we're going to see what we can go out and do in that last event today and hopefully give her hell.
Ben Rippinen, Phillips, appreciate the time.
You're welcome.
And appreciate that time. That interview is brought to you by the Shortstop convenience stores all over the range and northeastern Minnesota. And those are two cool kids right there. Those guys I could talk to every day. They had smiles on their faces. They were relaxed. But I got a feeling, as we're about 14 minutes away from the start of this meet, that they are going to ramp it up here and things are going to get a little bit more tense. Of course, our first race is going to be the 200 medley relay. Let's talk about who the top teams in that final are going to be. Hibbing with a 140.24. Nasabi second with 140.52. Rockridge 144.97. So you got three teams that are within 3 seconds of each other. And we talked about the swimsuit, the suits, the shaving down, and the changes possibly in the entries for each team. So how does it change it up? It just makes it that much more exciting and makes it feel a little bit like Christmas for me, at least, because you don't know what to expect. What is that other school going to do? What is that other team? Who are they going to move? Are they going to be in the 200 medley? Are they going to be in the 200 free? Where are they going to put those kids? And how do the coaches make things up so that they can give themselves the best chance to get as many kids to state and also to possibly win a section championship? The 200 free will be next, and your top time belongs to Leif Sundquist from Rockridge. The seat went 153.44. Right behind him is Carter Steele from Mesabi East. The sophomore went 153.90. And then Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids, 155.38. Those are your top 3 times in the 200 free. Flipping over and looking at the 200 IM, 3 times. 8th grader Cole from Mesabi East. He went 210.92, just a little bit better than a half second behind him. The senior from Rockridge, Aiden Hekimovich. And then in 3rd place is Anthony Scholler at a time of 2:13.31. So almost 2 seconds between 2nd and 3rd. Again, how do the kids relax themselves? Do they leave a little in the tank? And then we'll talk about the race, and that is the 50 free. And best time there belonged to Cooper Emerson, the senior from Hibbing. He went 22:45. And then if you look at the next 3 times, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, 23.1, 23.12, 23.21. How exciting is that going to be, folks? And 2nd place there, Nathan Spearing from Rockridge. Mason Williams from Mesabi East is 3rd. And Luke Paquette from Hibbing, he is 4th. So it could be a dynamite 50 final. Of course, that 2 lengths of the pool, everybody just puts their head down and goes as fast as they possibly can. Of course, we'll preview the other races. We'll re-preview these races when they come up to that time. But those are those first few races, and things can get a little tense. Of course, once the relay is done, then we'll have the B final, and the A final will have complete coverage of everything for you there. While we were in our break doing that interview, I did look down the scoring for the diving. Right now, Grand Rapids Hibbing tied for the team lead with 32 points each, and International Falls and Rockridge tied with 27 points each. So those were the 4 schools. They each had 2 divers in the diving competition for the total of 8. And that's where we sit right now. Of course, that's going to change as we go along, but I will try to keep a running total as we go along here. If that's possible for me as things are going along. I know the keepers above me, they're going to keep me informed the best they can as well. They're doing a great job. The timing system and the PA guy doing an outstanding job here at the Grand Rapids Middle School. As we get closer and closer, we're about 10 minutes away. Let's take another break here. You're watching 6A and Diving Championships on YourLiveEvent.com, and is brought to you by the Tent Shop of International Falls.
Save a bundle when you stop, shop, and become a new Perks Reward member at Lucky 7. Earn 13 cents per gallon for the first 30 days at Lucky 7. After you register, build your Perks Rewards bank for discounts later on and get a Lucky 7 debit card for more discounts when you gas up. Purchases and visits at our Perks partners count towards discounts at Lucky 7. Get instructions in the store or on our website. Across the Northland, give your neighborhood Lucky 7 a try and get a smile, savings, great gas, and a whole lot more.
Rudy's Grill of Aurora is proud to be sponsoring the sectional swimming and diving meet being held this weekend in Grand Rapids. Rudy's has a great menu and daily specials, including Taco Tuesday, Chicken Wing Wednesday, and Burger Thursdays. Great food, great times. Rudy's Grill of Aurora. When it comes to staying warm in the winter season, it's important to have a propane company you can rely on. Lakes Gas has been keeping families warm since 1959. Lakes Gas would like to remind you to check your tanks often and call for a fill when the propane level reaches 30% to assure you always have a warm home. Lakes Gas employs local folks that know the importance of keeping your house warm in the Northland. For prompt, dependable service, call Lakes Gas at 283-3035 or visit them online at lakesgas.com.
Begin your education at Rainy River Community College, where you will experience small class sizes and dedicated faculty and staff that provide a high-quality education in a friendly atmosphere. There's still time to register for classes at RRCC. Summer classes begin Monday, June 6th. Stop in the college Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. to speak with an advisor to get registered. Call 218-285-7722. That's 285-7722, or visit RainyRiver.edu for more information.
Ottman GM of International Falls is bringing in the new year, so check this out. The new 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LTD Crew Cab, four-wheel drive, MSRP $61,665 with $500 customer cash. And this one will not last long. The new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab, long box four-wheel drive, MSRP $43,005 with $500 customer cash. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at ottmangm.com.
Welcome back to Grand Rapids Middle School here as we get closer here. Now about 8 minutes away from the start of this meet here. Again, the 11 finals coming up in swimming. The diving already completed. Ottman is your champion from Grand Rapids as he scored 367.25 points. He won by over 30 points over Tyler Fossil from Hibbing, who took second place. Adrian Manassa from International Falls took third. And from Hibbing in fourth place was Cole Hughes. Those four, they're headed already, got their ticket punched to Minneapolis for next week for the state swimming and diving meet. Maybe that makes it a little more relaxing if they're in a swimming events. I look down and I see Adrian Manassa from International Falls. And of course, I know him because we are from International Falls. We're hoping that we're going to bring a good coverage for every team here today. That's our goal, to the top, all 7 teams to get the proper coverage that they need here at the Section 6A meet. And I know that you got to believe that kind of's got to relax everybody a little bit. Once you get that ticket punched one event, then all of a sudden maybe you can let loose and do the things that you need to do. You're not tensed up thinking about, well, am I going to make it to the state meet, or is that my favorite event or not my favorite event? And of course, we talked about the suits and the shavings and everything else. Of course, it just makes this day all that more exciting. I had a chance to sit down with a couple of other International Falls swimmers, Josh Worley and Trey Henson. So let's take a listen to that interview I did with those two earlier today. Right now, a couple other swimmers from the International Falls Broncos swim team, Trey Henson and Josh Worley. And Trey, talk a little bit about how things went for you on Thursday.
On Thursday, I got a personal best in all 4 events, and I'm going to finals in all 4 events today. So it went pretty well.
I can see the smile on your face just thinking about it.
Yeah.
What kind of feelings do you have going in today? Do you feel like you're ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Yeah, ready to get some more personal bests.
Josh, how about for you?
Yeah, I swam 3 events on Thursday, and I got PBs for all of them as well. And I'm hoping to even increase that time a little bit more today.
Is it something with the 2 days in between? What did you guys work on yesterday? What do you do in a practice, Josh, between the 2 days of a section finals?
Well, we're on taper right now, so basically we decrease the amount of yards that we do every day, but we do more like sprinting. So it really gives us that workout, but just not as many yards.
Did you guys really go hard yesterday in practice, Trigger, or did you kind of back off a little bit with the swimming today?
We didn't do very many yards, but we swam all out all day yesterday.
Guys, best of luck today.
Thank you.
That's Trey Henson and Josh Worley from International Falls. And we appreciate their time with them. And again, that interview is brought to you by the Shortstop convenience stores all over the Iron Range and across northeastern Minnesota. One of our great sponsors. I want to thank all our sponsors for stepping up. And of course, us being from International Falls, of course, we've got a few sponsors from International Falls, but we did get to the range and we got some from Virginia and the Evelyn area. And so we appreciate everybody who stepped up and allowing us to be capable to bring you this event. Obviously, it takes money to do these kinds of things, and we appreciate those businesses stepping up. So make sure if you see one of those businesses or you stop at one of those businesses that you say thanks for bringing us the Section 6A swimming and diving meet. I see 2:55 up on the clock. That tells me we should take one more break, and then when we come back, we'll probably have the national anthem. We'll take a break for that, and then got to get ready for swimming because it's coming up. I can feel the tension in the air. You're listening. The Section 6A Swimming and Diving Championships for boys on yourliveevent.com, and it's brought to you by the Dent Shop.
And we're live.
International Falls School District is proud of our great academic programs and strong tradition of competitive extracurricular activities. Our students excel with college in the school classes to superb industrial technology department courses. Go Broncos!
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The Shortstop Stores are excited to bring the Section 6A Swimming and Diving Qualifying Championships live on your live event. With shortstop locations for Babbitt to Hibbing and Virginia to Duluth, it's easy to find any of our area convenience stores. Fuel, convenience, and great customer service, Shortstop Stores are here for you.
Grand Rapids Middle School as we continue our pre-meet coverage for the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships. And, of course, we've got 11 swimming finals coming up. We get started with the 200-yard medley relay coming up. But it's a day when lots of dreams are fulfilled. And, of course, there are some days, some people that are going to have their dreams failed here today. For some seniors, this could be their last chance. And, we talked a little bit with some of the coaches today. Earlier I did. And, about how much do you take away? What do you read into what the swim times were on Thursday? Who went hard? Who went slow? Who went to and saved a little in the tank? It's so hard to tell. You can look at these times and from the prelims on Thursday and say, well, I think this is what's going to happen. This guy went pretty fast on Thursday. Do they still have more left in the tank? Can they go faster? And that's, of course, what we really don't know as general fans. But those coaches out there, they know. They've been watching the kids all year long, whether it be on their team or other teams, and they know what the kids are about to bring, I think. And if they can handle that pressure, that tightness that comes with it being finals day, we'll see how everything goes along here. Again, getting set up here for the section 6A medley 200-yard medley relay, and we're going to have all 7 schools: Chisholm, International Falls, Rockridge, Hibbing, Mesabi East, Grand Rapids, and Proctor, all competing. And there's just the 7 schools participating in this section meet. Hopefully I will get a list of names. I forgot to ask my team behind me that's been taking care of me with names and everything else to do that. I will try to get that done during the national anthem as we go along. And 2:59 on the clock. Our PA guy, Jim Cagle. I want to make sure that I get his name right. I want to give the people behind me their proper due. And again, it is Jim Cagle, but of course, Ann Campbell is the AD here in Grand Rapids. She does so much. Shirley Horch and miss everything back here behind me. She's taking care of me. And of course, her crew behind her, Angela Ogilvie and Cheryl Schramm. Hey, there, I hear the PA announcer. It's 3 p.m. It's up there on the clock. That means it's time for the start of this. And again, we're going to have the national anthem coming up here in moments. And, so let's go. Take that break right now. We'll do that for the national anthem, and then we will come back. We will have the awards ceremony for the divers, and we're going to get into racing and the 200-yard relay. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on YourLiveEvent.com, presented to you by the Print Shop of International Falls.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
with zero sugar and now even more delicious. It's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct non-stop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a non-stop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on Charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northland Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Save a bundle when you stop, shop, and become a new Perks Reward member at Lucky 7. Earn 13 cents per gallon for the first 30 days at Lucky 7. After you register, build your Perks Rewards Bank for discounts later on and get a Lucky 7 debit card for more discounts when you gas up. Purchases and visits at our Perks partners count towards discounts at Lucky 7. Get instructions in the store or on our website. Across the Northland, give your neighborhood Lucky 7 a try and get a smile, savings, great gas, and a whole lot more.
Rudy's Grill of Aurora is proud to be sponsoring the sectional swimming and diving meet being held this weekend in Grand Rapids. Rudy's has a great menu and daily specials, including Taco Tuesday, Chicken Wing Wednesday, and Burger Thursdays. Great food, great times. Rudy's Grill of Aurora. When it comes to staying warm in the winter season, it's important to have a propane company you can rely on. Lakes Gas has been keeping families warm since 1959. Lakes Gas would like to remind you to check your tanks often and call for a fill when the propane level reaches 30% to assure you always have a warm home. Lakes Gas employs local folks that know the importance of keeping your house warm in the Northland. For prompt, dependable service, call Lakes Gas at 283-3035 or visit them online at lakesgas.com.
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School Pool, and we are going to confer the awards for diving. That is what we are going to do first here. So they've asked the divers to come on over and take their appropriate spot on the medal stand, and we're going to give out the eight medals, and our I got to look up her name here. The lady who is going to, the young lady who's going to give out the medals here. If I find it in my program, I apologize. It is Addie Albrecht, the state champion diver here from Grand Rapids. She will be giving out the awards. So we're going to turn it over to our PA announcer, Jim Cagle.
In sixth place from Rockridge, Katie Magnus. In fifth place, also from Rockridge, Max Retzmacher. And now the top four divers will be moving on to the state tournament. In fourth place from Hibbing with a score of 298.55 was Hibbing's Cole Hughes. In third place with a score of 319.30 from International Falls, Adrian Manasseh. In second place, also moving on stage with a score of 336.30 from Hibbing, Tyler Rosso. And the 2022 Section 6A champion with a score of 367.25 and moving on to state from Grand Rapids, Aiden Ottman. Congratulations to our divers. If you were not here this morning, you missed a great performance by these young gentlemen.
And there you got your 8 diving medal winners. And as he mentioned, if you missed it, you missed the show, you can always go back onto yourliveevent.com and you can go to broadcast archives and you can watch the entire competition right there. It's time to get ready for the 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, that will be at the bottom of your screen, is going to be Chisholm. In lane 2 will be International Falls. In lane 3, Rockridge. Lane 4 will be Hibbing. Lane 5, Mesabi East. Lane 6 will be Grand Rapids. And up at the top of your screen in lane 7 will be Proctor. We'll get through each individual swimmer as we go along through the race. The Section 6A record was set last year in a time of 1:37.32 by Hibbing, and that was Hadrava, Paquette, Stenson, and Emerson. A couple of those names, I think, are competing again today, so I'm sure they're looking at that record there. And so we'll get everything underway here for Chisholm. Getting things started will be the senior Carson Howard. Adrian Manassa, who still is getting his picture taken over there. He is going to be the first swimmer up for International Falls. For Rock Ridge, it'll be Bodie George. For Hibbing, Aaron Hadrava. For Mesabi East, the senior Logan Schroeder. For Grand Rapids, Isaac Palachek. And for Proctor, it will be Aiden Gallagher. Those will be your first swimmers here in the 200 relay. And Manassa still waiting to get to his spot. Hopefully he's going to get that medal off because he needs to get in the water. As I see him, he'll be the last one in. He's going to get his goggles and his cap on, and he says, I think I'll forego the cap. As well as, well, this won't be a good start maybe for the falls. And we in this one heat of the 200 medley relay. As we, of course, the middle lanes will be where the top seeds are, and with an early lead is Mesabi East. That is Logan Schroeder that is in the lead on this backstroke. They make the turn in just around 13 seconds. We'll see where they pop up after the turn, and Schroeder's got himself about a 3/4 body length lead over Grand Rapids and Hibbing in lanes 4 and 6 as they come to the touch of the 50 in the backstroke. 25:26 is the time for Mesabi East, more than a second ahead of lane 4 Hibbing. Now into the breaststroke, and leading in the white cap there, this is Mason Williams for Mesabi East. Will Silvis in the lane 6 for Grand Rapids. Ben Rippinen for Hibbing in lane 4, and Aiden Hekimovich in lane 3 for Grand Rapids, as those 4 teams have separated themselves. Mesabi East continues to lead in lane 5, and boy, making a move here is Ben Rippinen from Hibbing. He will touch first, and into the water for Hibbing now is Ben Phillips, one of the guys I talked to during the pregame show. Into the water for Mesabi East, the 8th grader Cole Lehman. Xander Ogilvy for Grand Rapids in lane 6, and Leighton Angalo for Rockridge in lane 3. And in lane 4, this is Hibbing starting to lengthen their lead a little bit. We've got the freestyle coming up here, and we'll see what happens as touching first is going to be Hibbing in about a minute and 20 seconds. And this is going to be Cooper Emerson, and of course he was the leader going into the 50 and the 100 as we go into those races, and he looks like he's extending the lead. What time can Cooper Emerson come up with for Hibbing? Trying to close the gap is Carter Steele for Mesabi East in lane 5, about a half body length, but he's not going to be able to catch. It's going to be a photo finish for third between Rockridge and Grand Rapids, and it will go to Rockridge in lane 3, just ahead of Grand Rapids up there in lane 6. So you can see the times on your screen. 1:40.73 is the winning time for Hibbing. They are your section champions for the 200 medley relay. Second place goes to Mesabi East. Third place to Rockridge. Fourth place to Grand Rapids. Fifth to International Falls. Sixth place goes to Proctor. And seventh in lane 1 to Chisholm. So there are your top 7 times in the 200 medley relay. And again, congratulations to Hibbing's Aaron Hadrava, Ben Phillips, and Cooper Emerson, as they are your section champs in the 200 relay. And I think what we'll do here, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on yourliveevent.com, presented to you by the Dent Shop in International Falls.
Begin your education at Rainy River Community College, where you will experience small class sizes and dedicated faculty and staff that provide a high-quality education in a friendly atmosphere. There's still time to register for classes at RRCC. Summer classes begin Monday, June 6th. Stop in the college Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. to speak with an advisor to get registered. Call 218-285-7722. That's 285-7722, or visit rainieriver.edu for more information.
Ackman GM of International Falls is bringing in the new year, so check this out. The new 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LTD Crew Cab, four-wheel drive, MSRP $61,665 with $500 customer cash. And this one will not last long. The new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab, long box, four-wheel drive, MSRP $43,005 with $500 customer cash. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at EckmanGM.com.
And we're live.
International Falls School District is proud of our great academic programs and strong tradition of competitive extracurricular activities. Our students excel with college in the school classes to superb industrial technology department courses. Go Broncos!
Welcome back. Ready to present some medals here in the 200 medley relay. We'll let Jim Cagle, our PA announcer, do the honors as soon as we get everybody up onto the medal stand, and we'll talk about how the teams did here, and you'll hear all the names for each of the. I would guess the team, but if not, we'll make sure that we get those to you.
In seventh, Chisholm. Carson Howard, David Langley, Connor Masucci, and Nathan Splinter. In the sixth place, Proctor. David Gallagher, Eric Krinsky, Jake Country, and Connor Graves. In fifth place, International Falls, Adrian Manazov, Joshua Willie, Colton Hollis, and Shreddick Hempstead. Finishing fourth place with a state qualifying time of 1:44.10, Grand Rapids. Michael Kralchak, Will Silvin, Andrew Louie, and Derek Colin. They will move on to state because of a state qualifying time. In third place, moving on to state with a time of 1:43.87, Rockridge. Cody George, Peyton Hekmovich, Clayton Angelo, and John Kendall. Moving on to state in second place with a time of 1:41.97, Masaki East. Logan Schroeder, Mason Williams, Cole Lehman, and Carter Steele. And the 2022 Section 6 200-yard medley relay champions, Hibbing, time of 1:30.73. Aaron Hansala, Van Ripken, Matt Phillips, and Cooper Emerson. There you have your 2022 200-yard medley relay finalists.
And there you have them. There's your champions, and not only to the top three, but the top four make it in this case because of the state qualifying time. So Grand Rapids also heading to state. Let's get set up for the 200-yard freestyle. The section record set last year by Cameron Johnson out of Rockridge with a time of 1:46.98. We're going to have the B final and then the A final. Let's get you set up here for the B final. Swimming in lane one at the bottom of your screen from Hibbing, sophomore Tim Ranta. Also from Hibbing in lane two, senior Riley Benedict. In lane three, a sophomore will be Alex Hackman. In lane four will be AJ Holtman. In from Rockridge, the sophomore. In lane five will be Nathan Ewan from Grand Rapids. He's also a sophomore. From Asabi East in lane six will be Danny Napper. Brendan Scholler from International Falls, freshman in lane seven. And at the top of the screen from International Falls, an eighth grader, Connor Tomzak. And those are your 8 swimmers in this B final for the 200 free. Again, the top time overall, that will be in the next heat, 1:53.44. That belongs to Leif Sundquist. So again, 4 laps of the pool, 8 lengths if you prefer to think about it that way. Again, this is the 200 freestyle race for the boys section 6A swimming finals. They're underway. From Rockridge, starts thing where the and out of four, and then lanes starting themselves. Or again, A. Holtman from Rockridge as he has a short lead over Hegman in lane 3. Taking that lead in lane 4, starting to stretch it out here a little bit is Holtman. Now virtually tied for second place are the three swimmers and even Hegman, Ewan, and Napper in lanes 4, 3, 5, and 6. As stretching out the lead, A.J. Holtman as they've got half the race completed, and the split was 31-71 for Holtman in lane 4. That was nearly 2 seconds better than everybody else. That's why you can see that he has increased his lead in lane 4. Again, that's 4 up from the bottom of the screen. If you're joining us for the first time, I'll call in lane 6, Danny Napper in second place. Hadigman from Hibbing in lane 3. Looks like he's in third. And in fourth place is Grand Rapids' Nathan Ewan in lane 5. Making a move here in lane 2 is Riley Benedict from Hibbing as he starts to close in. But continuing in the lead is A.J. Holtman from Rockridge, the sophomore, stretching that lead out even more. Down here in lane 1, making the turn, Tim Ranta and Brendan Scholler up there in lane 7. And Connor Tomczak from International Falls in lane 8. He just made the turn as we make the turn for home here. And maybe starting to close the gap in lane 6. Danny Napper, is he coming on from Mesabi East to close the gap down here on A.J. Holtman from Rockridge. And it is going to be very tight as they come to touch here at the end, but it looks like Holtman will hang on in 2:08.10, 32 hundredths of a second in front of Napper. Ewan in lane 5, third at 2:77 in lane 2 coming up, and Riley Benedict from Hibbing takes fourth, third and fifth place with Hadigman, sixth in lane 1 to Tim Ranta, seventh to Brendan Scholler in lane 7, and touching up at Connor Tomczak in lane 8. There are your 8 finishers, as you can see on the board with their place, lane, and time, or I should say lane, place, and time in that order. And it's time for the A final. Freshman from Mesabi East, Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids is in lane 3. Leif Sundquist from Rockridge in lane 4. Carter Steele, the sophomore from Mesabi East, is in lane 5. Rockridge, Anthony Hekamovich, senior in lane 6. Hibbing, Matthew Phillips, the freshman in lane 7, and Nick Casper, the sophomore in Grand Rapids. He is in lane 8. At the top of your screen, the top time belongs to Leif Sundquist with a top 153.44. And then the next time, 153.90, just about a half second ahead, Carter Steele in lane 5. So it always 4.53 for the top times. A final 200 free underway. Lead. Also see turn lane 4, 1,600 ahead. Sundquist starting to stretch out a little bit for lanes 4 and 5 in first and second place. Third lane 3, that is Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids. He's sticking there in third place. Still in the lead, not by much in lane 4 is Leif Sundquist. Hanging in there is Carter Steele, almost like being dragged along a little bit. This is going to be tight as they make the halfway turn here, and the touch is going to be in 51.62 in lane 4 to Leif Sundquist. As they come down and everybody's made the turn. Again, this is the A final for the 200 free. Happy to have you along on yourliveevent.com. And now starting to get a little bit more, maybe a half body length lead is Sundquist in lane 4. Good turn, I believe, for Steele in lane 5. Hanging in lane 3 is Grant Ewan. That's 3 spots that are up there for the chance to go to state, making the turn for the final lap. And now with nearly a body length lead is Leif Sundquist from Rockridge. Trying to close the gap in lane 6 now is Hekamovich from Rockridge as he tries to get himself into that third place spot. Turning for home now, Leif Sundquist. Under 1 the time on the turn. We'll see what he can get here. His prelim time again, 1:53.44. Second place looks like it's going to be Carter Steele. Ken Grant Ewan in lane 3, hang on. Let's see what the time is going to be. In lane 4, 150, 155, 153, and lane 3, it is going to be Ewan. That will take that third spot. Hekamovich will take fourth in lane 6. Lane 1, good job by Eric Klaus from Grand Rapids. He takes fifth. Lane 2, sixth place to Alex Sleet. Lane 7, Matthew Phillips takes seventh, and Nick Casper in lane 8 takes 8. But your section champion in lane 4 is going to be Leif Sundquist from Rockridge, as he takes nearly 2 seconds off his time from the prelims. He goes 150, 155. That was nearly 2 seconds as I look at it ahead of Carter from Assad in 5. So there's your top two. And then Grant Ewan 3. And I'm going to look down at the qualifying time. It is 150. So nobody is underneath that state qualifying time here in this race, like we had in the 200-yard medley relay. So we're going to have 3 swimmers that will advance to the state meet in this event, the 200 free. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on yourliveevent.com. It's presented by Shop.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim...
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
Welcome back here. We're ready for the award ceremony. For the 200 free, we'll turn it over to Jim Cagle.
It is place from Grand Rapids, Nick Casper. Second place, it is Matthew Phillips. In sixth place from the Southeast, Alex Wheat. Fifth place, Grand Rapids, Eric Klaus. In fourth place, Rockridge's Anthony Hekamovich. In third place, moving on to sixth with a time of 154.85 from Grand Rapids, Grant Ewan. Second place with a time of 153.42, moving on to sixth, Missouri East Carter School. And the 2022 champion in the 200-yard freestyle with a time of 151.55 from Rockridge, Leif Sundquist.
And there are your champions in top 8 in the 200 free. And congratulations again to all those that competed. And of course to your winner, Leif Sundquist from Rockridge, Carter Steele from Assad East, and Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids. Those are your top 3. So next up is going to be the 200-yard individual medley. The 6A record is 150 flat for William Stinson last year from Hibbing. State qualifying time is 2:04.72. Here is your B finalist. Starting in lane 1 from Grand Rapids will be Aaron McMullen. In lane 2 will be Griffin Benedict. In lane 3 from Grand Rapids, Seth Barton. In lane 4, Jacob. In 5 from Rockridge, Luke Hekamovich. Michael Lane from Grand Rapids will be in lane 6. Garrett in lane 7. And rounding it out, 7th grader from Hibbing will be John Lund at the top of your screen in lane 8 in this B final in the 200-yard IM. As the PA guy is done, we'll turn it over to the starter and we'll get this race underway. Again, swim 50 yards of each of the strokes and see who the fastest is, and we'll send the top 3 to state. Starting in Barton, I earlier that he was injured or something. Nobody in lane 3, and we come up with the butterfly here on the start in lane 4. Jacob Gundry from Proctor. It looks like he got the early lead in lane 6. That is Michael Lane from Grand Rapids. Looks like he's in second. Lane 5, Luke Hekimovich from Rockridge is in third place. So as we come to complete the first stroke, time of about 29.25 for Jacob Gundry in lane as we go over to the backstroke. As they find their place, looking up at the ceiling, keep themselves straight along. I always find that difficult. Fourth place is in lane 1 here to Aaron McMullen. Lane 7 will be fifth place. That is is Garrett Klinsky. And then in lane 2 and 8, pretty much tied, are going to be Griffin Benedict and John Lund. Still leading this B final is Jacob Gundry from Proctor. About a body length behind in lane 6 is Michael Lane, and then another body length behind in lane 5 is Luke Hekimovich. As they make the turn after the backstroke, and they will go to the breaststroke here, and it looks like to me like a good push off the end for Gundry as he's increased his lead a bit, and a good turn also in lane 5 for Hekimovich as he looked like he cleared a little bit there on Michael Lane in lane 6 as they close the gap now. But a good lead here for Jacob Gundry as he touches on the far end of the pool and makes his turn for home on this breaststroke. And of course the freestyle remaining the final 50 yards of this race. As I look to lanes 5 and 6, I noticed that in lane 6, Michael Lane. And coming in behind there, behind Aiden Hekimovich from Rockridge. And now just 50 yards to go. Leaders touching near under 150 was Gundry in lane 4. Now we'll see in lane 5, Aiden Hekimovich trying to make up, Luke Hekimovich trying to make up some time as starting to close the gap on Gundry. And looks like to me like the stroke of Luke Hekimovich has a little bit more pace to it than does Gundry. So did maybe Gundry go out a little bit too quick here as they make the run for home here. Look at this race coming down the stretch here, folks. And can Gundry find another gear to try to make it up? And it looks like Luke Hekimovich will hang on and take this B final in 2:22.28. Second place goes to Jacob Gundry. Third is going to go to Michael Lane from Grand Rapids in lane 6. Coming home to finish place, looks like to me in lane will be Hibbings, Griffin, and Blitzky. In lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, Aaron McMullen from Grand Rapids and John Lund. He'll finish it up in lane at the top of your screen again. Nobody. Seth Barton from Grand Rapids was supposed to swim in lane 3. And we'll see what the time is for John Lund here as he had a time coming in of 3:01.76. And can he get underneath that? He does by nearly a second up to the 7th grader. Let's get you ready for the A final. In lane 1, the junior from Hibbing, Ben Rippinen. In lane 2, senior from Grand Rapids, Sam Wrighton. In lane 3, from International Falls, senior Anthony Scholler. In lane 4, the 8th grader with the best time coming into this A final from Wasabi East, Cole Lehman. In lane 5, Aiden Hekimovich. We had a Hekimovich in lane 5 in the first race. We got one here in the second race as well. The senior from Rockridge, Will Serrano. In lane 6 from International Falls, he's a senior. Aaron Hadrava from Hibbing, a senior in lane 7. And Zaid Baker from Wasabi East. He's up at the top of your screen in lane 8. Again, the qualifying time, you got to be under 2:04.72. The top time in the prelims was 2:10.92. So we'll get this race underway momentarily. And this is the A final in the 200 IM. Of course, after this, we'll have 2 heats of the 50 free. And then I believe we'll have a short break in the meet as we get everybody ready to go here. Get the whistle. We'll turn it over to the starter. Game, well, 3/4 were over lane 5 in Hekimovich and Lehman in lane 4, and also in lane 3, Anthony Scholler. The first touch is in 25.86 for Serrano, the leader, as they go to the backstroke, as Serrano continues to lead. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 in a virtual dead heat in the middle of the pool. For second place, again, that is Scholler in lane 3, Lehman in lane 4, and Hekimovich in lane 5. Making the turn already and heading to get half of this race completed is Will Serrano as he leads in lane 6 from International Falls. Give a slight edge to Scholler in lane 3 for second. Lane 4 to Lehman in third, and Hekimovich in fourth. And making a move up there in lane 7 is Aaron Hadraba, as he is close for fourth place. Serrano continues to lead this as we go to the breaststroke. In lane 6, that's where Serrano is. Scholler in lane 3, looks like he's in second. Lehman in lane 4 is in third. Fourth place belongs to Hekimovich. Aiden in lane 5, turning. And having less than 25 yards to finish now is Serrano. And Serrano's lead as the swimmers in lanes 4, 5, or 3, 4, and 5 pop up. I'm going to say he's got nearly a 3 body length lead with just the freestyle remaining. As Serrano tries to touch here, and it'll be in 1:35.24, 50 yards to go. In lane 5, touching second, be Hekimovich, followed by Scholler and Lehman. But Will Serrano right now having a 3 body length lead as he touches on the far end of the pool, and it looks like Will Serrano is going to be your champion here in the 200 IM. But this is the race between lanes 3, 4, and 5. Who's going to touch? Because remember, only 2 of those are going to get to go to seat. Serrano is going to come in. He's going to touch in 2:06.50. And now here comes the touch. Let's see where it's at. It is going to be lanes 3, Scholler in second place. Lane 5 is going to be third place for Hekimovich, and Lehman is going to come in fourth place. And those 3 separated by 0.15 of a second. Scholler out touches lane 5 Hekimovich by 0.01 seconds. Can't get any closer than that, folks. That is tight. But heading to the state meet is going to be Will Serrano from International Falls. He's your Section 6A champ, followed by Anthony Scholler as International Falls goes 1-2, and then Rockridge's Aiden Hekimovich. He will be third place. So there are your 3 that have qualified for the state meet next week. We'll take a break here. We'll come back with the award ceremony from the Grand Rapids Middle School pool. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming Finals on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by the Bench.
Begin your education at Rainy River Community College, where you will experience small class sizes and dedicated faculty and staff that provide a high-quality education in a friendly atmosphere. There's still time to register for classes at RRCC. Summer classes begin Monday, June 6th. Stop in the college Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. to speak with an advisor to get registered. Call 218-285-7722. That's 285-7722, or visit rainyriver.edu for more information.
And we're live.
International Falls School District is proud of our great academic programs and strong tradition of competitive extracurricular activities. Our students excel with college in the school classes to superb industrial technology department courses. Go Broncos!
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool. It's time for the for the 200 IM. 50 free is what's coming up next. And we're coming 20. The races come over, and again, we'll get all the top 8 from that A final, and we'll get them in order, and we will listen to the PA announcement, Jim Kidd, and over to him. Yes, ceremony.
And here they are. The championship from the Southeast was Dave Baker. 7th place, Whipping Aaron Reba. In 6th place, from Grand Rapids, Sam Wright. In 5th place, Whipping Sven Whitman. 4th place, from the Southeast, Cole Lehman. Moving on to 6th. Third place in having 49.74 from Rockridge, Aiden Hekimovich. Second place is having 209.73 from International Falls, Anthony Scholler. And first place is having 246.50. Your 2022 Section 6A champion in the 200 IM, International Falls, Will Serrano.
And there are your top 8 in the 200-yard IM. And does that sound better, Dwayne, as I turn over and look? Yeah, there was one dial that was still turned on, and I apologize for those of you watching on yourliveevent.com. Hopefully things sound a little bit better as we go along here. Let's get you set up for 50 free. The was set in 2017 with Shane Johnson, couple with Gilbert, time 21-8. B final from International Falls in lane 1 will be Wyatt Jansen, the 8th grader. In lane 2, also International Falls, will be Josh Worley. In lane 3, 8th grader Bo Akerson from Rockridge. In lane 4 will be the freshman from Grand Rapids, Joe Loney. In lane 5 from Rockridge will be Aiden Bird. Lane 6, a senior from Hibbing, Matthew Sadness. In lane 7 from Grand Rapids, freshman Christian Barron. And in lane 8 will be Nathan Wangenstein. Those are your 8 starters in the 50-free. Again, 2 lengths of the pool. Put your head down, find your happy place, and go as fast as you can as we get set. And, of course, we'll have the A final coming up. I believe after the A final and the award ceremony, we'll have a brief timeout where we'll see what will happen during that time. We'll get everything recapped, and we'll see how the timing of it all goes. We'll see how quickly they are looking to get things done. But we'll have 4 swims in after this 50 free, and we'll have crowned 4 champions swimming. Of course, we already crowned our swimmer, a diver champion, as we get set for heat number 1. Again, and go as fast as you can. Always look to the middle of the pool. Of course, these 8 swimmers almost, you can get them all going pretty fast. Lots of splashing going on, but let's give the edge in lane 4 to Joe Loney from Grand Rapids. But it's tight between lanes 3, 4, and 5. But it looks to me in lane 4, Loney's got a slight lead. And we'll see at the touch. We'll look at the screen. It is lane 4, 24.73. Lane 3, 24.89 for Bo Akerson. In lane 5 is Aiden Byrne, 24.93. Lane 6 takes 4th in Matthew Sadness. And you can see the rest there. Christian Barron, 5th in lane 7. 6 goes to lane 1, Wyatt Jensen from International Falls. And lane 8, 7th place to Nathan Wangenstein and Josh Worley from International Falls. In lane 2, he takes 8th. And that's going to set up our A final now. Let's get through them. In lane 1 from Grand Rapids, sophomore Isaac Palachek. In lane 2, also from Grand Rapids, senior Derek Boland. In lane 3, from Wasabi East, Mason Williams. Lane 4, senior from Hibbing, Cooper Emerson. Nathan Spearing will be in lane 5. He's a junior from Rockridge. Sophomore from Hibbing, Luke Paquette in lane 6. Isaac Schroeder from Wasabi East, the sophomore, is in lane 7. And your final competitor up at the top of your screen in lane 8 will be from Rockridge, and that is junior John Kendall. Best time coming in, we'll launch the Cooper Emerson in lane 4, 22.45. And then, as I mentioned during the pre-meet show, the next 3 times, 23.11, 23.2, 23.21. Keep your eyes on lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. It ought to be fun. Final A South underway here. Up out again, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit of a lead. And in lane 4, I'll give the edge to Cooper Emerson. Not by much as they make the turn 4 home. 4 and 5, real tight between Emerson and Spearing. We'll see who gets the touch. It looks like Cooper Emerson will get there first in 22.20. That is a quarter of a second faster. Lane 5 goes to Nathan Spearing. He's got second place. Lane 6, Luke Paquette takes 3rd. In lane 2, Derek Boland, he takes 4th. Mason Williams from Wasabi East takes 5th. In lane 7, Isaac Schroeder takes 6th. In lane 1, Isaac Palachek from Grand Rapids takes 7th. And John Kendall in lane 8, he takes 8th place. But your champion and your section champion again is Cooper Emerson from Hibbing. In lane 5, Nathan Spearing, he takes 2nd. And Luke Paquette in lane 6. Those are the 3 guys heading to the state meet next week at the University of Minnesota. We'll take another break. We'll come back with the award ceremony here from the Grand Rapids Middle School Pool. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on yourliveevent.com, presented to you by the Den Shop.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct non-stop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a non-stop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northlands Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Back to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool. We're ready to put the medals on our top 8 as they come up. And let's turn it over to our PA guy.
Okay, here's the reference. Takes place from the Rock Ridge, John Pendle. Second place, Grand Rapids, Untitled Chapter. In sixth place, the Southeast, Schroeder. In third place, also from the Southeast, Mason Williams. In fourth place, Grand Rapids, Barrett Rowland. In fourth place, moving to safety, 22.1 from Henry. In second place, moving to safety, 2.54 from Rockridge, Michigan, Spirit. Section 6A, Yard Freestyle Champion, with a time of 22.20 from Evan Cooper.
He's 50 and
Seventh place, 26. Proctor, 37, International Falls, 99, Southeast, 124. Rock Ridge, 169. Hibbing, 170. Grand Rapids, 171. There's a through to diving. And now, folks, we're going to let the guys get warmed up to the pool. They're going to have 20 minutes.
so there you go. Team scores, and tight as that, 171, 170, and 169. And they are going to give them 20 minutes now to warm up. So what we're going to do is we're going to run some commercials. We're going to run some of our interviews again, brought to you by the Shortstops, the Iron Range in Eastern Minnesota. Also going to get some other stuff done here, but we've got 20 minutes from the time the boys get in the pool. So we've got that much time before our next event, which again will be the 100 butterfly. So we'll have that as our next event. We're going to take a break here in the commercials for a couple of commercials, and then we'll come back with some interviews that we did earlier with the coaches and athletes here at Grand Rapids Middle School. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by the Bench Shop.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct non-stop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a non-stop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on Charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northlands Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Grand Rapids Middle School pool here as we are in an intermission here as we got about 20 minutes for the swimmers to warm up. That means I'm going to guess we're going to get back underway right around 4:05 or so. But let's run down the winners for you in case you're joining us late. In the 200 medley relay, the champion is the team from Hibbing. Aaron Hadrava, Ben Rippinen, Ben Phillips, and Cooper Emerson. They win it in a time of 1:40.73. Mesabi East takes second, Rockridge third, and not just the top three teams go on the state. Grand Rapids got the qualifying time, so 4 teams going to the state meet in the 200-yard medley relay here from Section 6A. Looking over at the next event, which was the 200 free, your champion from Rockridge, the senior, Leif Sundquist, he wins it in a time of 1:51.55. Carter Steele from Mesabi East, he takes second. Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids takes third. Those are your 3 racers who will be heading to the state meet next week. Then in the 200 IM, Will Serrano from International Falls, he wins it in a time of 2:06.50, 3 seconds ahead of second place Anthony Scholler, also from International Falls, and Rockridge's Aiden Hekamovich. He will also be heading to the state meet. He was edged for second place by 1/100th of a second. And Cole Lehman, you got to give it to him, the 8th grader. He was 0.14 seconds out of heading to the state meet as well. But 3 seniors going in the 200 IM. In the 50 free, I got to adjust here, grab a new piece of paper, and take a look at this. And in the 50 free, going in first place was Cooper Emerson in the time of 22:20. Second place went to Nathan Spearing from Rockridge, and also Luke Paquette from Hibbing. He was in third place. So those are your 3 that are going in that event. I have to, again, change gears. Here's where I need to be. And also the diving event. We are through 5 events as the diving was completed this morning. Going to state, 4 divers get to go to state. And your section champ is Aiden Ottman from Grand Rapids. Tyler Fosso from Hibbing, he took second. Adrian Manassa from International Falls took third. And Cole Hughes from Hibbing, he took fourth. So there's a rundown of your guys who have already qualified for the state meet. I'm sure some of those guys will be looking to add on. Cooper Emerson, in my mind, for the 100 free, I know he's got the top time there. I'm sure he's looking to be a double winner. I had an opportunity to talk to the head coach from International Falls earlier this morning, and his name is Steve Joslin. So let's take a listen to that interview I did with Steve earlier today. Joined by head coach Steve Joslin here Saturday morning. We're getting ready for the big finals in the prelims and the diving. Talk about how things went for the Broncos on Thursday.
The swimming was phenomenal. You guys dropped so much it really beat our expectations. They did very well.
There was obviously some times that were higher than their seat times. There were some that were lower. Were there guys, and I'm asking now, were there guys who maybe were saving a little bit for today?
That may have been obvious, right? There's only a few that didn't make the time that they were hoping for. Otherwise, I would say 14 out of 16 were, again, above and beyond. Yeah, we had one guy holding back just a little bit. Just he wanted to kind of save it for today.
There's a danger in doing that, obviously, but obviously, or hopefully, it pays off.
Well, not a big danger when you're seated number one. You don't have to go all out to stay there in prelims. You're pretty much, you can swim easy and still make top 8. And today is where we need that position.
Talk a little bit about the diving competition, what you're expecting from the Broncos.
Well, we're going to have 2 divers in there, and one's a 7th grader starting out looking great. It's, of course, dive coach's son, so there's a little advantage there. He's got some history and a lot of insight, I'm sure, off of the pool deck. Adrian Manassa is a senior and has been coming to this for years, right? He's always done very well up until we get close to sections. Then it's been an injury or a sickness or something. So we're super happy to see him come today and be ready to nail it.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
That is Steve Joslin, the head coach from the International Falls Broncos. He's also the owner of the Den Shop, who is our feature sponsor here for this meet. So we appreciate Steve's time and his financial contribution, his support as we bring this meet to you here on yourliveevent.com. We've got about 12 minutes remaining. So, folks, what we're going to do here is we're going to put a screen up. We're going to leave the microphone on so you can hear that we are still on here, but we're going to take a break and allow ourselves to take a little walk, and then we will come back with more here from the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships from Grand Rapids, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com, and it is presented to you by the Den Shop. Yep, let's do it. So, shooting for about 4:05. Is that about the time? Okay. Thank you. Much time left. 3:47. Well, he's got it down to the second. Well, it's got to be exact. Let's get going. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to turn off the crowd mic, and hopefully you weren't too disappointed with all the silence that we had there. But again, gave us a chance to get a break, get down and get a drink of water and all that other stuff that we need to take care of in life. And the swimmers are out of the pool. It's 4:02. We're supposed to get started at 4:05. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get started any earlier, but we've crowned 5 champions. Again, let's run down those 5 champions for you here. And again, it started with the diving this morning. There will be no diving here this afternoon. They took care of all 11 dives earlier today. Your champion again is Aiden Ottman from Grand Rapids. His score 367.25. He was a winner by more than 30 points. So very comfortable. What a humble kid. I just loved it. I had a chance to talk to him after the meet. Again, you can go back to our yourliveevent.com and go to broadcast archives, and you can watch the entire diving event from this morning when you find time in your busy schedules. And also, as I mentioned, I had a chance to talk to all top 3 finishers, Tyler Faso and Adrian Manassa. They came up afterwards. And again, all those guys, pretty good friends, all talked to each other. They were so proud of each other. It was a great interview. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Again, our other champions in the 200 medley relay, Hibbing, Aaron Hadrava, Ben Rippon, and Ben Phillips, and Cooper Emerson. In the 200 free, it was Leif Sundquist from Rockridge and a time of 151.55. Then Will Serrano from International Falls. He took the 200 IM and a time of 206.50. And then Cooper Emerson from Hibbing. He takes the 50 free and a time of 22.20. And that means we are almost ready for the next race. And that is going to be the 100-yard butterfly. The champion, the Section 6A record, was set last year by Hibbing's William Stenson in a time of 50.82. And as I look down at the prelim times, the best time was 56.56. Put that time into context. Even if you take 3 seconds off, you're still almost 3 seconds off that winning time from William Stenson last year. So that's a pretty good time. This qualifying time could be interesting. The state qualifying time is 55.63. You look at the top times, 56.56. 57.45, and then 3 times in the 59. Now, I know that's a long way to go. Can you take 3 seconds off? Did you take it easy enough to maybe possibly cut 3 seconds off your time? We're going to see how that all goes in that second heat. Let's get you set up for the first heat, the B final in the 100 butterfly. Starting it off in lane 1 from Proctor, the freshman, Seth Sishareba. In lane from Grand Rapids will be Sam Barton, the sophomore. In lane 3 will be Ty Hilton, and he's a junior from Rockridge. In lane 4 will be junior from Proctor, Jacob Gundry. Had a chance to talk to Jacob on Thursday. If you want to go back and watch that interview, go back to our broadcast archive and listen to that. In lane 5 will be Bo Akerson from Rockridge. He's an 8th grader. In lane 6, Matthew Sandus from Hibbing, a senior. Aaron McMullen from Grand Rapids is in lane 7. And in lane 8 will be Dallas Hoover. He's a freshman from Hibbing, and that is going to be your 8 starters here in this first heat, this B final of the 100-yard butterfly. And hopefully at the end, when we get done with the 400 free at the end of all the swimming gets done, hopefully we're going to have a bunch of these swimmers being able to come up for some interviews. So stay tuned for that. Once that 400 free gets done, don't click off and turn us off. Stay tuned. We're going to have the interview. We'll have a chance to talk to as many champions as we can. We'll see how busy everybody is, wanting getting home and everything else. We understand that, but let's hope we'll have a chance to talk to some of them. So again, we're getting ready for the B final, and coming up after this, we'll have the 100-yard free, then the 500 free, and then of course the 200 free relay, and that will get us through our next 4 events. We've got 7 remaining here, and you remember those team scores: 171, 170, 169, and it's Grand Rapids, Rockridge, and Hibbing, I think. I don't know if that's the right order, folks. Give me a sheet, but I'm going off the top of my head. But those 3 team scores, this is anybody's show yet here, obviously, with 7 races remaining. We're going to turn it over to the starter here for the 100 butterfly, 2 laps. Final is underway. I'll give lane 3 maybe a slight edge there in Ty Hilton, and from Rockridge, Jacob Gundry, Bo Akerson, and Matthew Sandus going up 4, 5, 6. Very tight as they make the turn at the far end of the pool as they turn to end their first of 2 laps. The lead now definitely belongs to Ty Hilton in lane 3, Bo Akerson in lane 5 in second, lane 4, Jacob Gundry. He is in third place as they touch in 28:03 in lane 3. The time for Ty Hilton after 50 yards of the 100. Starting to lengthen his lead here is Hilton. Hanging on to second place in lane 5 is Bo Akerson. Gundry trying to hang in there for the third place spot. Touching and turning 4 home now. This is Ty Hilton from Rockridge, a junior. We'll see if he's got enough left in the tank. Trying to make a move in lane 5 is Bo Akerson. As they come down to touch, and this is going to be really, really close as I see it as I'm on the finish line in lane 3. 102.33 by 1900ths of a second over lane 5. Ty Hilton is going to win this heat. Bo Akerson second. Jacob Gundry in lane 4 is in third. Lane 6, that is Matthew Sandus. He'll take 4th. In lane 2, Sam Barton takes 5th. In lane 7, 6th place belongs to Aaron McMullen. In lane 1, Seth Sushareba from Proctor. He is in 7th in lane 1. And finishing up in lane 8 is Dallas Hoover. That's time for the final in the 100 butterfly. In lane 1 will be Colton Hollis from International Falls. He's a senior. In lane 2, William Scotus from Grand Rapids, a freshman. In lane 3, Bodie George, sophomore from Rockridge. Right next to him, a teammate, a senior, Leighton Ungalo. He's got the best seat time coming in, 56.56. Ben Phillips, he is in lane 5, the junior from Hibbing. Lane 6, Will Serrano, who is already a winner today in the 200 IM. He swims in lane 6. In lane 7 will be Cole Lehman, the 8th grader from Masabi East, and Xander Ogilvy from Grand Rapids, senior, in lane 8. That gets us ready for the 100 butterfly in this A final. Let's see what kind of excitement we are going to have here. Take to their starting blocks. Underway, like a very good start in lane 3 for Bodie George as he got out there, but Serrano looks like in lane 6 maybe has a slight edge on lane 5 in Ben Phillips as they complete 25 yards as they pop up out of the water. And again, I'll give Will Serrano a slight edge over Phillips in lane 5, Ungalo in lane 4, although Ungalo making a move in lane 4. I will say he gets the touch, and he does it 25.60 as they make the turn. 50 yards to go. Tight in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Ungalo definitely in the lead. Lanes 5 and 6, Phillips and Serrano look about a dead heat for a second. Ungalo, the first to touch on the far end of the pool. Top 3 make it to state. We'll see what happens here. Ungalo in the lead in lane 4. Phillips and Serrano virtually tied in lane 5 and 6. What will happen is we come down the stretch, and we're going to come to the touch. Ungalo, we'll see how it all turns out with the touch in lane 5. Is going to be the winner. That is Ben Phillips. In lane 4 is going to be Ungalo as he gets out-touched. Just that swing of the arm that made the difference. In lane 6, Will Serrano. He is going to go in his second event as he's going to finish in 56.21. Then in lane 7, Cole Lehman from Wasabi East. He takes fourth. Lane 3, that is Bodie George, takes fifth. Lane 2 takes sixth, and William Scotus. Lane 8 in seventh place is Xander Ogilvy, and Colton Hollis from International Falls. He finishes in eighth place in lane 1. Those are your top finishers in the 100 butterfly. Again, your winner in lane 5 is Ben Phillips from Hibbing. Second place, Leighton Angalo, Rockridge, and third place to Will Serrano from International Falls. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A swimming finals on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by the Dent Shop.
Ottman GM of International Falls is bringing in the new year, so check this out. The new 2022 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LTD Crew Cab, four-wheel drive, MSRP $61,665 with $500 customer cash. And this one will not last long. The new 2022 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab, long box, four-wheel drive, MSRP $43,005 with $500 customer cash. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at ottmangm.com.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School. We're getting ready here for the award ceremony for the 100 butterfly. Our sixth champion is about to be crowned. We'll turn it over to PA announcer Jim Cagle.
Okay, here we are. In eighth place from International Falls, Colton Hollis. Seventh place from the Grand Rapids, Xander Ogilvy. In sixth place, also from Grand Rapids, William Scotus. Fifth place was Rockridge's Bodie George. In fourth place from Wasabi East, Cole Lehman. Fifth place, International Falls, Will Serrano. He'll be moving on the stage with a time of 56.21. In second place, moving on the stage with a time of 55.70 from Rockridge, Leighton Angelo. In first place, the 2022 Section 6A Boys 100-yard butterfly champion, moving on the stage with a time of 55.43 from Hibbing, Ben Phillips. Congratulations to the 100-yard butterfly winner.
So there you go. There's your top 8. The medals are on. And we've got our sixth champion round. And so it is time for the 100 free and our B final. Let's get it set up here. From Chisholm, in lane 1 will be Connor Masucci. In lane 2, from Grand Rapids, Casey Cowan. In lane 3, Danny Napper from Wasabi East. Isaac Schroeder, teammate from Wasabi East, he'll be in lane 4. Trey Henson from International Falls in lane 5. In lane 6, Jason Howard from Chisholm. Lane 7, you got Kai Strom from Hibbing, and teammate from Hibbing in lane 8 will be Christian Massich. Those will be your 8 starters here in this first heat, the B final of the 100 free, as we continue to click off champions here in the Section 6A swimming and diving championships. We've got half our champions crowned. Of course, we've got 2 relays coming up and 4 more individual events. And of course, the Granddaddy, the 500 free coming up as well. Well, maybe the Granddaddy in some people's eyes, the 400 free relay, the final race of the day, which could decide maybe the section champion, the team champion. How exciting could that be as we go down the stretch? We'll try to keep you in mind with the times, the team scores, excuse me, not the times, the team scores as we go along. Is when they announce them, we'll try to get those to you as well. So we're ready for the B final. A couple of more names to announce. Again, thanks to all our sponsors for allowing yourliveevent.com to bring you this Section 6A championship right here on yourliveevent.com as we're ready for the first heat, the B final of the 100 free. 2 laps, 4 lengths of the pool. Looks like an early lead in lane 4 for Isaac Schroeder from Masabi East. His time coming into this heat was a 54:38, so a good time for Schroeder. Lane 5, this is Trey Henson from International Falls, keeping right with Schroeder in lane 4. They'll be almost a dead heat as they come to the first touch. 25:72 versus 25:76, so 400s. Although it looks like to me like Schroeder got a better turn than Hempstead did, as he'll have some ground to make up now. In third place in lane 3 is Danny Napper. Carson Howard from Chisholm in lane 6. He sits in 4th place. Up in lane 8, coming in 5th place up there, Christian Masich. As we make the turn for home, this is Schroeder making the stretching out the lead on Hempstead in lane 5. It will be Schroeder that is going to take this heat, this B final, in a time of 53:37. So he takes more than a second off his prelim time. In lane 5, Trig Hempstead goes 2nd. In lane 3, Danny Napper takes 3rd. Lane 6, Carson Howard takes 4th. Up in lane 8, taking 5th place is Christian Masich. Lane 2, 6th place to Casey Cowan from Grand Rapids. Lane 7 takes 7th place in Kai Strom. And 8th place in lane 1, Connor Masucci from Chisholm. There are your finishers in the B final. Let's get you set for the A final. In the lane 1 from Grand Rapids will be Will Silvis. From Masabi East in lane 2, Logan Schroeder. In lane 3, also from Masabi East, Carter Steele. Lane 4, Cooper Emerson. He'll be looking for the double win. He won the 50 earlier here today. Nathan Spearing from Rock Ridge. He's in lane 5. Sam Wrighton from Grand Rapids. He's in lane 6. John Kendall from Rock Ridge is in lane 7. And Nick Casper from Grand Rapids. He is in lane 8. And again, Nathan Spearing, I don't think, said from Rock Ridge in lane 5. I want to make sure I get that out there. Again, 4 lengths of the pool. We're nearly ready for the 100 final. Section 6 record belongs to Matt Allison from 2016. He won this event in 47:09 from Grand Rapids. And only guy in this heat that went under 50 seconds is Cooper Emerson. He is in lane 4 in the white cap. Towards the top, there is a white cap in lane 3, and the early lead does belong to Cooper Emerson over lane 5 in Nathan Spearing and Carter Steele in lane 3. And staying right there in lane 5 is Nathan Spearing, hanging with Cooper Emerson in this first 50. Emerson will touch in 23:24, about 1/10 of a second ahead of Spearing in lane 5 as he's hanging on, although it looks like Emerson's starting to stretch it out here. Got about a half body length lead as they turn. And they head for the final touch on this end wall as we come to the start-finish line, hanging in there. Spearing, does he have enough left in the tank? They maybe make a move in lane 3. Also making a move is Carter Steele, but it is going to be Cooper Emerson who's going to be a double winner. He finishes in 48:67. Lane 3 takes 2nd in Carter Steele from Masabi East. Spearing, he is going to take 3rd in lane 5. Lane 2, that is Logan Schroeder, that takes 4th. Lane 6 is going to take 5th. That is Sam Wrighton. In lane 1, taking 6 is Will Silvis out of Grand Rapids. John Kendall in lane 7, and Nick Casper. He'll take 8th in lane 8. But your champion in this race is Cooper Emerson. He won the 50 free. He is now the 100 free champion for Section 6A. And again, taking 2nd place is going to be Carter Steele from Masabi East, and Rock Ridge's Nathan Spearing. He'll take 3rd. And I just got to go back and look at my notes here for a second, because it seems like Spearing took 2nd in the 50 free. Going top of my head on that as I look back through my notes. I believe it was Spearing that did take 2nd. So a good day for Nathan Spearing from Hibbing. And so we'll take a break here, and we'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championship on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by the Den Shop.
Save a bundle when you stop, shop, and become a new Perks Reward member at Lucky 7. Earn 13 cents per gallon for the first 30 days at Lucky 7. After you register, build your Perks Rewards Bank for discounts later on and get a Lucky 7 debit card for more discounts when you gas up. Purchases and visits at our Perks partners count towards discounts at Lucky 7. Get instructions in the store or on our website. Across the Northland, give your neighborhood Lucky 7 a try and get a smile, savings, great gas, and a whole lot more.
When it comes to staying warm in the winter season, it's important to have a propane company you can rely on. Lakes Gas has been keeping families warm since 1959. Lakes Gas would like to remind you to check your tanks often and call for a fill when the propane level reaches 30% to assure you always have a warm home. Lakes Gas employs local folks that know the importance of keeping your house warm in the Northland. For prompt, dependable service, call Lakes Gas at 283-3035 or visit them online at lakesgas.com.
Back here in Grand Rapids, time for the award ceremony for the 100 free.
7th place, Rockridge John Campbell. In 6th place from Grand Rapids, Will Silvers. In 5th place from Grand Rapids, Sam Lightman. In 4th place from the Southeast, Logan Schroeder. In 3rd place, moving on to state with a time of 49.43 from Rockridge, Nathan Spearing. 2nd place with a time of 49.33, also moving on to state, from Southeast, Carter Steele. And in 1st place, with a time of 48.67, the 2022 Section 6A 100-yard freestyle champion, from Hibbing, Cooper Emerson.
And there are your top 8 in the 100 free. And here's your team scores.
45. International Falls 133. Wasabi East 186. Hibbing 222. Grand Rapids 244. Rock Ridge 244. We have a tie for first place in the team standings.
They said it was going to be tight. The coaches were talking. This was going to be close, and it is, as we have a tie for the top right now through 7 events. Our next event is the 500 free, the longest of the races, 20 legs of the pool, 10 laps if you prefer to look at it that way. And let's get you set up here for this race. The all-time Section 6A record belongs to Cameron Johnson from last year. He finished in a time from Rockridge, 4:56.23. Caleb Hoops will start in lane 1. He is from Hibbing, a freshman. In lane 2 will be Tim Ranta, also from Hibbing, a sophomore. In lane 3, a freshman from Grand Rapids, Christian Varon. In lane 4, a freshman from International Falls, Brendan Scholler. Riley Benedict, a senior from Hibbing, he goes in lane 5. Connor Felt from Wasabi East, a freshman in lane 6. Nathan Splinter, a freshman from Chisholm, he is in lane 7. And Miko Sundquist, he's a Rockridge 8th grader, he is in lane 8. So that is our starting lineup here for the 500 free for the B final. As I need more comfortable here as we get ready to go here again in this B final. Top time goes to lane 4 to Brendan Scholler. He finished in a time of 6:14.91. But if you want a little preview of the A final, top time belongs to Leif Sundquist from Rockridge. He finished in a time of 5:19.13. Ready for the B final. Underway, and this is the final 500 lane up in his home pool here as he makes the turn in the lead. Second place belongs to lane 5. That is Riley Benedict from Hibbing. Lane 6, I'll give him third place. That is, it is Riley Benedict in lane 5. Connor Felt in lane 6. Brendan Scholl in lane 4. He's made up a little bit of ground. He now sits in third place as they completed 2 lengths of the pool, 2 of those 20. 28:45 in lane 3. Good start there for Christian Barron from Grand Rapids as he continues to lead. He's already down there ready to touch lane 5. That is Riley Benedict. He touches second on the far end of the pool. Brendan Scholler in lane 4 touches third, and Connor Felt in lane 6. Looking across at lanes 2 and 7, Tim Ranta and Nathan Splinter look like they're about dead even. And then in lane 1's Caleb Boos and Miko Sundquist look like they are pretty much tied. Continuing to lead this B final. In lane 3 is Christian Varon from Grand Rapids. Again, you're counting from the bottom of the screen. 1 is the bottom, 8 is the top. If you're looking at the lane numbers as I talk about those numbers. And we continue to be first place in lane 3, Christian Varon, Riley Benedict in lane 5, and Brendan Scholler in lane 4. Those are your top 3 right now as we have got 2.5 laps of the pool in. We got 10 to go. We're a quarter away through this race, and now starting to make up some ground is Riley Benedict in lane 5 as he's nearly tied Christian Varon here as they touch, but Varon still a little bit of a lead, 1:41.06. But if you look at the split time there, lane 5, Riley Benedict almost a second and a half faster in lane 5 versus lane 3. So now looks like for third place, you can see Brendan Scholler and Connor Felt. They're tied for third, and it looks like almost a tie for first between Varon and Benedict in lanes 3 and 5. Long ways to go here as they come down, as they finish their 4th of 10 laps here on this trip down the pool. Finding yourself, as I like to call it, the happy place when you're stretching this out and swimming this far. 500 yards is a long way, and you look to just keep that stroke going, find that steady pace, find your breath, and just do what you need to do. Still sitting nearly tied for first place in lanes 3 and 5, Varon and Benedict. Lane 6, making a move now, is Connor Felt from Wasabi East. Scholler in lane 4, he sits in 4th place. Lane 2, comfortably in 5th place now, Tim Ranta from Hibbing. In lane 7, 6th place, that's Nathan Splinter. Lane 1, 7th place, that's Caleb Boos. And Miko Sunquist in lane 8 from Rockridge. He is in 8th place. Slight lead now in lane 5 to Riley Benedict, and still making a move. In lane 6 is Connor Felt, as he is third and creeping up on the leaders here, as he has made a surge in lane 6. Scholler and Ranta in lanes 4 and 2 respectively. They make the turn at just about the same time. Taking the lead here now, this is Riley Benedict from Hibbing in lane 5. As they've just passed the halfway mark, 11 lengths of the pool in out of the 20 needed to complete this race. And still making a move, Connor Felt in lane 6 as he's come up and is neck and neck here now with Benedict in lane 5. And I'll give the edge as I look down to Felt in lane 6. We'll see what he touches in. 33:35:02 as we have 6 laps completed. Sitting in 2nd place is Riley Benedict in lane 5. Lane 3, Christian Varon, who was the early leader, now sitting in 3rd place, but that can change very quickly. Lane 2, 4th place, that belongs to Tim Ranta. Scholler in lane 4, he is in 5th place. Stretching out his lead now in lane 1 is Connor Felt, as he's got near body length lead as they come down to finish the 7th lap of 10. I'm just going to say, it looks like to me like Connor Felt just smooth. There's no herky-jerky, no like stress in that stroke. It looks like it's just very smooth. Good turn by Riley Benedict from Hibbing. He's made up some ground there on Felt on the turn as now about a half body length lead as they're going to touch for the 15th length of the pool. In 3rd place, Christian Varon in Grand Rapids. He's hanging in there. Oh, I will say that Felt stretched the lead back out there on that 15th length of the pool, and he now has more than a body length lead as he is leading this B final. 8 laps completed when Felt touches here in 4:49.1. For Benedict in lane 5 and lane 3, Varon. Now comfortably in 4th place by himself is Tim Ranta from Hibbing in lane 2. 5th place belongs to Scholler in lane 4. And then in lanes 1 and 7, that is Boos and Splinter. They look tied to me as they make the turn. I'm going to complete the next to last lap in lane 6. Connor Felt leading it. 2 body length lead, maybe a little bit more than that over Riley Benedict in lane 5. You get the buzzer. You see the light flash. That tells everybody the leaders have got 1 lap to go. And this 500 yards, just over the 5.5 minute mark. And I'm sure everybody thinking, PB, PR, what's my personal best? What's my personal record? Let's get there. And bearing down here, and Connor Felt still in the lead, but closing the gap is Riley Benedict in lane 5 as he makes the final push. Lane 3. And now closing in on lane 2, Tim Ranta on Christian Varon. Let's watch the finish here. Lane 6. Let's see if Riley Benedict in lane 5 can close in on Connor Felt. He's running out of time and touching here and going to win this B final is going to be Connor Felt from Wasabi East. He's going to win in 6:03.74. Riley Benedict takes second in 6:05.63. And third is going to go to lane 3. Good push there by Christian Varon to finish up Tim Ranta. He just out-touches him by 35 hundredths a second for 3rd place. Scholler is going to finish 5th in lane 4. Lane 7, place goes to Nathan Splinter. Lane 1 down here at the bottom of your screen, Caleb Boos is going to finish in 7th from Hibbing. And your final finisher in lane 8 is going to be Miko Sundquist, the 8th grader, as he touches down there. But your winning time in this first heat of the 500 free belongs to Con Felt from Wasabi East. He's going to win it in 6:03.74. Second place to Riley Benedict in lane 5, 6:05.63. Let's get you set up for the championship, the A final. Graham Verkey from Grand Rapids, he's in lane 1. Also from Grand Rapids in lane 2, Joe Loney. In lane 3, also from Grand Rapids, is Grant Ewan. In lane 4 is going to be from Leif Sunquist. Anthony Heck, also from Rockridge, he is in lane 5. Anthony Scholler from International Falls, lane 6. Alex Lee, freshman from Wasabi East, is in lane 7. And Rockridge, a third swimmer in this heat, AJ Holtman, will be swimming in lane 8. So Rapids with 3 swimmers, Rockridge with 3, Wasabi East and International Falls with single swimmers. Your top 4 times, 5:19, 5:20, 5:21, and 5:22, plus some change on those times. So how close are those 4 racers in the middle of the pool? As they've got, well, you look at it, about a 6-second difference to Joe Loney. But again, it's a long distance. How much did people save and put into their reserves for this race here? The A final, the 500 free. And we have a fair start. 20 lengths of the pool. At touch on the far end of the pool in about 30 seconds plus. Lanes 3, 5, and 6. We'll call them tied for second for right now. And that is a tie between Ewan Hekimovich and Scholler. But leading by nearly a body length after the first length of the pool is Leif Sundquist from Rockridge. And it is a time of 25:68. That's more than a second lead on second place, which was in lane 3. Very smooth so far. Leif Sundquist, again from Rockridge, he had the top time in lane 4. Again, when you think about the top times, it goes 4, lane 5, lane 3, lane 6, and they keep going back and forth. That's how things come out of the prelims. A good lead here now, touching in about 56 seconds, is Leif Sundquist. Again, lane 3, Grant Ewan, he's in second place. Lanes 5 and 6, Hekimovich and Scholler. They are virtually tight for third, and right there, Alex Leet in lane 7, putting some pressure on over there. Lane 2, also having a good start, Joe Loney from Grand Rapids. But now, stretching out here in lane 4 is Rockridge's Leif Sundquist. He has got a 2-body length lead now on lane 3, and Grant Ewan, he touches in about 125 after 3 laps. Second place in lane 3 to Grant Ewan, Anthony Hekimovich. Now in third place in lane 5, Anthony Scholler just behind him in lane 4. And again in lane 2, keep not looking down there, Joe Loney, he's right there, along with Hekimovich and Scholler. Comfortably out in front, Sundquist in lane 4. As he comes in to complete the 4th lap, and he will touch in 156.88. Second place in lane 3. Third place in lane 2. Fourth place in lane 5, and 5th place in lane 6, and 6th place in lane 7. Between 3, 4, 5, and 6, not much difference. And remember, top 3 make it to state. How tight could this be? Coming home to finish up half of this race here, as he comes down in lane 4, is Leif Sundquist. In lane 3, Grant Ewan from Grand Rapids. He's in second. Let's see what the halfway point is. 2:29.13 is the time. So if you double that, that comes into less than 5 minutes. Can he hang on to that pace? Seems unlikely, but hey, you just don't know. In lane 5 now, in third place, Hekimovich. He's stretching the lead over Scholler, which is about a body length lead, and Scholler about 3/4 of a body length lead on Leet in lane 7. But the story right now, in lane 4 is Leif Sundquist from Rockridge. He's just out for a leisurely swim, but he's pulling away from Grant Ewan in lane 3. 6 laps are in the books. Just over 3 minutes the time. Lane 6 and lane 7, virtually tied over there for 5th place. Let's talk about lane 2. That's Joe Loney from Grand Rapids, just a freshman in lane 2. He's sitting there in 4th place. When Sundquist touches on the near end of the pool, you'll have 7 laps completed. 3 more to go here in this 500A final of the Section 6A swimming finals. 3:36 or so is the time on the turn after 7 laps. In second place is Ewan. Third place, Hekimovich. Fourth place, in lane 2 is Loney. Fifth, now goes the lead in lane 7, Scholler. In sixth, in lane 6. Look at that stroke in lane 4. Nice and smooth, doesn't look like he's laboring at all as he keeps the lead here. Leif Sundquist, the senior from Rockridge. 8 laps, 2 more to go. Time is 4:09.24 on the touch. On the turn, second place, Ewan in lane 3. Hekimovich remains in third. Fourth place, in lane 7 now, Leet, and tied pretty much in lanes 2 and 6 are Scholler and Loney. Sundquist gonna have a lap to go when he pushes up here as he comes down and touches on the near end of the pool. Ewan in second, Hekimovich in third. Right now, those will be your 3 heading to state. Can somebody in lane 7, 6, or 2 make a move and try to catch up to Hekimovich in lane 3? 1 lap to go. As leading it comfortably is Sundquist. The time he had in the prelims, 5:19.13. Is he going to be that as the crowd comes to their feet, urging their respective swimmers on? Second place looks like it's going to be Loney. Third is Hekimovich, but trying to make a move. In lane 7 is Leet as he's trying to close the gap. That might be the important part because that's the final spot for the 500. Sundquist, he's going to come in. He's going to be your Section 6A champion in a time of 5:14.04. Second place goes to lane 3, 5:16.63. And here comes lane 3. That is going to be Hekimovich. He's going to take third. Lane 6, Scholler made a move at the end. He takes fourth place. Fifth place goes to lane 7. And Leet maybe ran out of gas a little bit. Lane 2, Joe Loney ends up in 6th. And then we'll have our finishers coming up here in lane 7 and 8. Lane 7, Graham Verkey, and in lane 8, AJ Hultman. But your Section 6A champion in lane 4 is going to be Leif Sundquist out of Rockridge. He bettered his prelim time by more than 5 seconds, 5:14.04. Coming in second in lane 3, and Ewan, he's headed to the state meet, 5:16.63. And in lane 5, Anthony Hekimovich, the senior from Rockridge, he is going to be third in 5:20.95. His time just 1/100th of a second faster than his prelim time. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by the Dent Shop of International Falls.
And we're live.
International Falls School District is proud of our great academic programs and strong tradition of competitive extracurricular activities. Our students excel with college in the school classes to superb industrial technology department courses. Go Broncos!
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The Shortstop Stores are excited to bring the Section 6A Swimming and Diving Qualifying Championships live on your live event. With shortstop locations for Babbitt to Hibbing and Virginia to Duluth, it's easy to find any of our area convenience stores. Fuel, convenience, and great customer service, Shortstop Stores are here for you. Rudy's Grill of Aurora is proud to be sponsoring the sectional swimming and diving meet being held this weekend in Grand Rapids. Rudy's has a great menu and daily specials, including Taco Tuesday, Chicken Wing Wednesday, and Burger Thursdays. Great food, great times. Rudy's Grill of Aurora.
Here to Grand Rapids, we're getting ready for the award ceremony for the 500 free. The swimmers, they went for a little cool down lap. I was talking with our PA guy, Mr. Jim Cagle. He's saying they're not supposed to do that. I'm not exactly sure why they did it, but they did it. So a little delay here as they will come and get ready here. And as soon as they're all ready, we'll turn it over to Jim to give us the top 8, and we'll see the medals being given out. Of course, our next race is the 200 free relay, and all 7 schools will be competing there. We'll get you set up with names and times and all that other stuff. So let's turn it over to Jim. And there are your top 8 in the 500 free. Congratulations to all of them. And again, your champion, Leif Sundquist, and those top 3 all heading to state. Okay, coming up next, the 200-yard free. We have starting in lane 1 is going to be Proctor. In lane 2 will be Mesabi East. Rockridge in lane 3. Hibbing in lane 4. Grand Rapids in lane 5. International Falls is in lane 6. Chisholm is in lane 7. Your standard time for qualifying is 1:32.79. We could have, might have a couple extra teams. We'll see how those go there. If those times can be cut down. The all-time record in Section 6A was set in 2018. That belongs to Hibbing of Paquette, Phillips, Stenson, and Emerson. They went at 1:28.90. So, give you the names, of course, with it only be 200, it may be tough for me to get all the names in, but I'll do my best. Let's get you your first swimmers. For Proctor in lane 1, Garrett Plinsky. For Mesabi East in lane 2, it'll be Isaac Schroeder. In lane 3 for Rockridge, Nathan Spearing. In lane 4, Luke Paquette for Hibbing. Lane 5, Grand Rapids, Sam Wright. Lane 6, Will Serrano. And in lane 7, Connor Masucci for Chisholm as we get ready for this 200 free relay final. We are underway. Each swimmer swims 2 lanes in the pool, 1 lap. Early lead, 2 lanes, 3 Rockridge, 2 Nathan Spearing. But right behind is Hibbing's Luke Paquette in lane 4. Lane 6, I'll give that 3rd place to International Falls, and Grand Rapids in lane 4. Those are your top 4, and they should be in the middle of the pool, and that's exactly where they're at. First touch, going to go to Rockridge. Into the pool they go on the 2nd swimmer. 4 swimmers all together. Lead increases for Rockridge in lane 2. In lane 3, this is Leighton Ungalo. Aaron Hadrava for Hibbing in lane 4. Isaac Palachek in lane 5 for Grand Rapids. Colton Hollis for International Falls in lane 6. Lead remains with Rockridge, but Hibbing closing the gap here as they touch almost at exactly the same time. About 3/10 of a second in between as Rockridge continuing to lead. Leif Sundquist now. He is in the lead. Ben Phillips in lane 4 as they pop up as they turn and head for home now. A dead heat between lanes 3 and 4, and I'll give the lead to Ben Phillips, who has taken the lead for Hibbing in lane 4. Lane 5, Grand Rapids, they're in 3rd. Final swimmers are in to the pool. And Cooper Emerson, the 50 free and 100 free champ, he has a lead. Can he be caught? It will be difficult. He makes the turn for home. In second place is Rockridge. They'll try to close the gap. Grand Rapids in lane 5, but Emerson is pulling away. He is going to get the winner here for Hibbing. They are going to win this in a time of 1:30.18. That is nearly over 3 seconds faster. Second place goes to Rockridge. And taking third place in lane 5 is going to be Grand Rapids. The Broncos from International Falls are going to take fourth as they miss out going to state by 34 hundredths of a second. In fifth place is Mesabi East in lane 2. And in lane 7, Chisholm's going to finish 6th, and Proctor in lane 1. They will finish up in 7th. But your section champions for the 200-yard freestyle relay is going to be Hibbing. Rockridge takes 2nd. Grand Rapids is going to take 3rd, with the Falls in 4th place. Let's take a break here. We'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on YourLiveEvent.com, presented to you by the Dent Shop.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back here. Let's turn it over to Jim Cagle. He'll give us the award ceremony for the 200 free relay.
Here they are, folks. Seventh place today was Proctor, Eric Linsky, Connor Gray, Seth Dushorova, and Nathan Abramson. Seth, I'm sure I butchered your name several times, and I apologize. In sixth place, Chisholm, Connor Masucci, Carson Howard, Nathan Wagenstein, and Nathan Splinter. In fifth place, Mesabi, Isaac Schroeder, Zach Baker, Andy Apper, and Mason William. In fourth place, International Fall, Bill Serrano, Brendan Hollis, Trey Henson, and Anthony Schober. In third place, moving on to state with a time of 1:33.36, Grand Rapids, Sam Wright, Isaac Pavlicek, Derek Rowland, and Grant Ewan. In second place with a time of 1:32.46, moving on to state, Rockridge, Nathan Spearling, Wayne Angelo, Blake Sutcliffe, and Dave Agnes. And the 2022 200-yard freestyle relay champions with a time of 1:30.18, moving on to state, Hibbing, Luke Brockwatt, Aaron Hutchwalla, Brent Phillip, and Cooper Emerson. Congratulations to the 200-yard freestyle relay champion.
So there are your 200 free relay winners, and all 7 teams up there. And again, Hibbing, the champs. And I know that's Cooper Emerson's 3rd gold medal today. I'm sure there's probably others, but obviously a double winner. And so Hibbing doing very well. Even times are coming there, but we'll get these set here now. Coming up next is going to be the 100-yard backstroke. The Section 6A record belongs to Logan Schroeder. He is going to be in our second heat. His time 54.15 last year. Now let's get you ready here for the B final. In lane 1 from International Falls will be William Ginter. In lane 2 from Rockridge will be Hunter Lamorier. In lane 3 will be William Scotus from Grand Rapids. In lane 4, Ty Hiltonen from Rockridge. Grand Rapids will be in lanes 5 and 6 with Xander Ogilvie and Nathan Ewan. Connor Felt from Wasabi East is in lane 7, and Aiden Gallagher in lane 8. He is from Proctor. Again, lane 1 at the bottom, lane 8 is at the top. Your fastest time, prelim time in this heat is in lane 4, then 5 and 3, and so forth and so on as they alternate back and forth as we get ready for the 100-yard backstroke B final. See what happens. 4 lengths of the pool. Divers are water. We are underway in this B final of the 100-yard backstroke. Early lead in lane 4 goes to Ty Hiltonen of Rockridge. Lane 5, second place, that is Xander Ogilvie. And as they make the turn, lane 3, William Scotus of Grand Rapids. Again, 4 lengths of the pool, stretching out the lead here. In lane 4 is Ty Hiltonen from Rockridge. Lanes 3 and 5, they look tied to me, and Scotus and Ogilvie. Lane 6 and lane 2, pretty close to tied between Lamorier and Ewan. 50 yards to go. And stretching out the lead here is Ty Hiltonen. He's a junior from Rockridge. Body length lead on lane 3 in William Scotus. And stretching the leads over lanes 5 and 6 in Ogilvie and Nathan Ewan. Those two from Grand Rapids. Coming for home. See if he can get under his time, which was 106.22 for Hiltonen. As we've hit a minute, as you can see on the clock, touching here now in the time of 1:04.36. Good time. Takes almost 2 seconds off his prelim time. He's pretty stoked about that. Lane 3, that is William Scotus. He's going to finish second. Lane 6 is going to take third place in Nathan Ewan. Xander Ogilvie from Grand Rapids takes fourth. Fifth place to lane 8, Aiden Gallagher from Proctor. Sixth place in lane 7. And lane 2 is 7th in Lamorier. And Ginter from International Falls is 8th in lane 1. Now, the A final. In lane 1, a freshman from Hibbing, Matthew Phillips. In lane 2, from Grand Rapids, the sophomore Isaac Palachek. Leighton Ungalo from Rockridge is in lane 3, and right next to him from Wasabi East, the senior Logan Schroeder. He is the defending section champion, and he owns the Section 6A record in 54.15. Rockridge's Cody George is in lane 5. Hibbing, Aaron Hadrava is in lane 6. Zane Baker from Wasabi East is in lane 7, and Adrian Manassa, he's over there in lane 8 from International Falls. That gets us set here for the A final. Going to find out who's headed to state here in about a minute once they get into the water. Manassa's got his cap and his goggles on this time. Didn't get to do that in the 200 medley relay. Way, A final. Again, center of the pool. And the defending champion Schroeder, he was 3 seconds better than the rest of the field in the prelims. Let's see if that's what happens in the final. He makes the turn on the far end of the pool. He's the first one to touch in Schroeder. As they pop up, he's got about a 3/4 of a body length lead over lane 6. That is Hadrava from Hibbing. And then I'll say in lane 2, that is Isaac Palachek from Grand Rapids. He's in third. 50 yards to go. Stretching out his lead now. Just taking care of business is Schroeder in lane 4. Remember, top 3 go. That would be lanes 2 and 6 right now with Palachek in Hadrava. 25 yards to go. Schroeder. That's going for time right now. 54.15 is the time from last year. Can he beat that? Their crowd is urging him on. He's going to touch it. 54.29. Not going to be the record. Second place in lane 6 to Hadrava. Lane 2, Palachek. He's going to take third. Those 3 are headed to state. And then in lane 5, fourth place goes to Bodie George. Lane 7 takes 5th place in Zane Baker. Lane 3, 6th place to Leighton Ungalo. Lane 1, 7th place to Matthew Phillips and Adrian Manassa. He'll finish up 8th in Lane 8, but your champion, again, is Logan Schroeder from Mesabi East. Misses out on his section championship time, record time, by .14 to 54.15 last year, 54.29 this year. Again, second place goes to Aaron Hadrava from Hibbing, the senior, taking second place, and third place, the third time under a minute, and that belongs to Isaac Palachek from Grand Rapids. Those three are heading to state. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the award ceremony. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming Finals on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by the Dent Shop.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct non-stop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a non-stop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool. We're getting ready for the backstroke medal ceremony. Get everybody lined up, and of course, we'll turn it back over to Jim Cagle, our PA announcer, who's been doing an outstanding job here this afternoon and also on Thursday. As we'll get the everybody get their covers on, as they have to do. I was told they cannot go up there without those something on. And so here is the award ceremony for the 100-yard backstroke.
In 8th place from International Falls, Adrian Manassa. Actually, it's Manassa, isn't it? Finally. In 7th place from Hibbing, Matthew Phillips. In 6th place from Rockbridge, Leighton Ungalo. In 5th place from the Southeast, Sadie Baker. In 4th place from Rockbridge, Bodie George. In 3rd place, moving on to state with a time of 59.14 from Grand Rapids, Isaac Palachek. In 2nd place with a time of 59.00 from Hibbing, moving on to state, Aaron Hadrava. And your 2022 Section 6A Boys 100 backstroke champion, moving on to state with a time of 54.29 from the Southeast, Logan Schroeder.
There you got it. Your top 8 in the 100-yard backstroke. Here's the team scores.
Rocker 73, International Falls 194, Southeast 274, Hibbing 305, and 358, Rockbridge 365.
And that's with 2 events to go, folks. How close is it going to be here? How important are those relay points going to be? 40 points for the relay champion, 34. That's 6-point difference. That could be a big difference in that team. And we're getting ready for the 100-yard breaststroke. We've just got 2 events remaining. Here's the B final. And starting in lane 1 from Chisholm is going to be Nathan Wangenstein. From Hibbing in lane 2, Griffin Benedict. International Falls, Trey Henson. He's in lane 3. Rockridge, Luke Hekimovich. In lane 4 from International Falls, Josh Worley. He's in lane 5. In lane 6, Garrett Plinsky from Proctor. Lane 7, you've got Christian Masic from Hibbing. And then lane 8, Chisholm's Carson Howard. I got a chance to talk to him in one of the interviews on Thursday. Just a cool kid. I enjoyed chatting with him. He was just relaxed and having a good time. Had the right attitude about coming on the radio and talking, or on the air and talking with me. So that's your top 8 for the B final in the 100 breaststroke. When you think about it, there's only 3 races left. We got the 2 finals here, the B and the A final. And then we've got the 400 free relay left to do. That's it. As we cruise through this without that diving event at the middle, that really picked up the pace here this afternoon. Oh, again, 4 lengths of the pool, 2 laps for these 8 swimmers in the B final of the 100-yard breaststroke. Next push, pop up before the referee on the far end of the pool, taken care of. And lane 4, give him the edge here. That is Luke Hekimovich from Rockridge, the sophomore. He'll touch first. Tight between lanes 3 and 5 between Trey Henson from the Falls in lane 3 and Worley from International Falls in lane 5. Those are second and third. And then in lanes 2 and 6, that's the way they're supposed to look as they come down the pool. That is exactly how it's supposed to look with that V shape as they head in here. And lane 5 is going to have the lead here. That is Josh Worley that has taken over the lead over Hekimovich. So now Worley finding an extra gear as he maintains the lead over Hekimovich and Hempstead. In lanes 2 and 6, you've got Benedict and Plinsky in 4th and 5th. Turn for home. 25 yards to go. Worley leads the way in this B final. Coming second here is Hekimovich. Hempstead still hanging on to third. These will look like will be your top 3 finishers, although making a push in lane 6 is Plinsky. Maybe going to catch Hempstead in lane 3, but Worley from International Falls is going to win this B final in 1:10.61. Second place goes to Hekimovich, Luke Hekimovich from Rockridge. Third to lane 3, that is Trey Hempstead. He hangs on in lane 6. Plinsky takes 4th, and the difference there about 0.3 of a second. In 5th, Griffin Benedict in lane 2. Lane 7, Christian Massage takes 6th. Lane 1, Nathan Wangenstein takes 7th, and Carson Howard in lane 8 is in 8th place. The Section 6A record in this event, 59.24. That was set 2 years ago by Jake Jacobson of Grand Rapids. It's now time for the A final. In lane 1 from Grand Rapids is Eric Klaus. In lane 2 from Assad East, Mason Williams. Lane 3, Gabe Agnes from Rockridge. He's in lane 3. Lane 4, Aiden Hekimovich. Luke Dislam in lane 4. Aiden now swims in lane 4 in the A final from Rockridge. Will Silvis from Grand Rapids is in lane 5. Luke Paquette, lane 6 from Hibbing. His teammate Ben Rippinen is in lane 7. And Aiden Bird from Rockridge, just an 8th grader. He's in this A final. He is in lane 8. The top time, belongs to Aiden Hekimovich in 1:04.54. That is more than 2 seconds better, nearly 2.5 seconds better than the next best time. But were they saving energy as we go along? The standard time to get to skate, you got to get to 1:02.94. Doesn't look like we'll see anybody do that. We haven't had anybody do that in this swimming final since it was the 200 medley relay. Laps are on our way. Good start in lane 2 is Mason Williams. As he got out there, he's got the early lead, although lane 5, let's talk about Will Silvis from Grand Rapids. He got a pretty good start too, as did lane 6 and Luke Paquette from Hibbing. 25 yards in. They come up out of the water. And, boy, 5, 6, and 7, they look like they are tied. Maybe lane 7, they lead in Ben Rippinen from Hibbing. Let's see who gets the touch. As I look at the scoreboard, it is going to be lane 6 by 200ths of a second. Luke Paquette, Hibbing. 1-2 right now. All important team score coming up. Here they come for the last lap of this 100-yard breaststroke. Lanes 5, 6, and 7. That's where the action is at right now at the top of your screen. Ben Rippinen leading it. Luke Paquette, Will Silvis. They're 1, 2, 3 as they make the turn for home. Who's got something left? Looks to me like Rippinen right now in lane 7. He's stretching it out a little bit over his teammate Luke Paquette in lane 6. And third is going to go to Will Silvis, and he is going to win it. In 1:03.05 is going to be Ben Rippinen from Hibbing. Then in second is Paquette in lane 6. Silvis takes 3. Third place in lane 5. Fourth goes to Aiden Hekimovich in lane 4. Lane 3 takes 5th. That is Gabe Agnes. Lane 1 takes 6th place in Eric Klaus. Lane 2 got Mason Williams in 7th. And in lane 8, Aiden Bird takes 8th, the 8th grader. That away. Nice finish up there for the 8th grader in the A final. Let's take a break. We'll come back with the award ceremony for the 100-yard breaststroke. Your champion in lane 7 is Ben Rippinen. We'll take that break. You're watching the Section 6A boys swimming finals on yourliveevent.com, presented to you by the Dent Shop.
Rudy's Grill of Aurora is proud to be sponsoring the sectional swimming and diving meet being held this weekend in Grand Rapids. Rudy's has a great menu and daily specials, including Taco Tuesday, Chicken Wing Wednesday, and Burger Thursdays. Great food, great times. Rudy's Grill of Aurora. The Shortstop stores are excited to bring the Section 6A Swimming and Diving Qualifying Championships live on your live event. With Shortstop locations for Babbitt to Hibbing and Virginia to Duluth, it's easy to find any of our area convenience stores. Fuel, convenience, and great customer service, Shortstop stores are here for you.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northland Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Thanks, and everybody, welcome back here to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool as we are waiting for the A final to get lined up here so we can give the awards out. Of course, our final event coming up, the 400 free. I see Ben Ripken leading it up the charge. Let me just turn it over to our PA guy, Jim Cahill. A little delay as a couple of guys don't have their jackets on. They were first going to allow them to go on, but now they are going to be allowed to go up there. And there you go. There's your team scores as we head into the final event. This is the 400 free. This is the final race of the day. And let's get you set up. Chisholm will be in lane 1, Hibbing in lane 2, Grand Rapids lane 3, Rockridge lane 4, Masabi East lane 5, International Falls lane 6, and in lane 7 is going to be Proctor. The best time coming in belongs to Rockridge in lane 4. They had a time of 3:26.19, which is about 3 seconds faster than Grand Rapids and Masabi East in lanes 4 and 5. Let's tell you who's in lane 1. Pace Yukich is going to be in lane 1 for Chisholm. Ben Phillips for Hibbing in lane 2. Sam Wrighton from Grand Rapids is in lane 3. Nathan Spearing will swim for Rockridge in lane 4. Carter Steele, lane 5 for Masabi East. Will Serrano for International Falls in lane 6. And for Proctor in lane 7 will be Jacob Gundry. Those are your first swimmers. And let's see what happens here in this final event of the Section 6A meet as we are almost complete here. Final race of the day is underway. And taking an early lead in lane 4 is going to be Hibbing's Luke Paquette. And I think we just talked to him about him as he had just got done getting a medal put around his neck. Lane 5, tying things up here, evening things up is Grand Rapids, is Sam Wrighton. It'll be Hibbing and Grand Rapids as we come for the first lap completed. And again, each swimmer going to go 4 lengths of the pool, 2 laps. Good start over here in lane 2 for Hibbing. That is Ben Phillips. And I'm looking at the wrong race. I apologize. It is Rockridge that is in lane 4. I was got 2 relays, so my apologies. Mesabi East in lane 5. Rockridge is in lane 4 as I get myself straightened away. Hibbing is in lane 2 as we come for the first exchange. And the time is going to be 51 seconds or so. And taking the lead now in lane 4 is Rockridge. Tying it up. It's going to be Mesabi East, lane 5. For Rockridge in lane 2, this is Bodie George. Cole Lehman, the 8th grader for Mesabi East in lane 5. Lane 2, Hibbing's in 3rd place. That's Matthew Phillips, the 9th grader. In lane 6, in 4th place, Colton Hollis is swimming for International Falls. In lane 3, Grand Rapids is Nick Casper. As we've got, Mesabi East now extending the lead here over Rockridge. Mesabi East in lane 5. They turn for home. We're nearly halfway through this 400 free relay. First place to Mesabi East, second to Rockridge, third International Falls making a move in lane 6. They may even be second place at the touch, as that is Colton Hollis that's making the move. And the time 143 plus for Mesabi East in lane 5, as they've got nearly a body length lead. Tie between Grand Rapids and International Falls in lanes 4 and 6, although I will give Rockridge the edge in lane 4 now. Still in the lead, Mesabi East. Swimming for them in lane 5 is Isaac Schroeder. For Rockridge and trying to close the gap is Leif Sundquist, the senior. And as they make the turn, they are virtually in a dead heat. If you look back to 3rd place, man, we got a virtual heat tie between lanes 2, 3, and 6. So what a race we've got going here, folks. Remember, top 3 make it to state. In lanes 4 and 5, we've got Rockridge and Mesabi East. We're going to have the final swimmers coming in for Rockridge. It's going to be Anthony Hekimovich. For Mesabi East, it's going to be Logan Schroeder. And the lead at the final one is going to be Rockridge as the final swimmers dive in. And keep an eye on lanes 4 and 5. And in 3rd place now, pretty comfortably in lane 3 is Grand Rapids. But let's keep our eyes on 4 and 5 as they come up out of the bottom. Give a slight edge to Rockridge's Anthony Hekimovich. Schrader from Mesabi East trying to close the gap. Let's see who's got the touch. It is going to be lane 4. Just ahead. As we've got 50 yards to go in this final race of the day. Right now with the lead is Rockridge. Hekimovich, Anthony in lane 4. Trying to close that gap. The senior, Logan Schroeder. These two seniors make the turn. They touch virtually at the same time as the crowd comes to their feet. And it looks like to me, maybe in lane 5, Schroeder now with the lead. It looks like he has got the lead as I come in front of me. And it is going to be Mesabi East that's going to win it in a time of 3:23.74. Second place goes to Rockridge. 3rd place in lane 6 to International Falls. Lane 3, is going to take 4th place in Grand Rapids. Lane 2, 5th place for Hibbing. As the International Falls Broncos, that was Anthony Scholler that made up a lot of time. It looked to me like Grand Rapids surely was going to be in 3rd place, but Scholler made some ground, and the 400 free relay team from International Falls is going to go as well as Mesabi East and Rockridge. So as we look at that Mesabi East team, Carter Steele, Cole Lehman, Isaac Schroeder, and Logan Schroeder. That is your Section 6A championship team in the 400 free relay. As the teams in lanes 1 and 7 still looking to finish up. Proctor in lane 7 and Chisholm in lane 1. In 6th place is going to be Nathan Abramson from Proctor, and for Chisholm, Noah Varant is going to be finishing up for the Chisholm Blue Streaks in lane 1. We will take a break here. We'll wait for that final finishing time, so we have that up on the board. At 4:40.86. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the award ceremony. We'll find out who the team champion is as well. And then, of course, stay tuned for the post-meet show. We're going to have, hopefully, lots of interviews going on here on yourliveevent.com. You're watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming Finals, brought to you by the Dent Shop.
Save a bundle when you stop, shop, and become a new Perks Reward member at Lucky 7. Earn 13 cents per gallon for the first 30 days at Lucky 7. After you register, build your Perks Rewards bank for discounts later on and get a Lucky 7 debit card for more discounts when you gas up. Purchases and visits at our Perks partners count towards discounts at Lucky 7. Get instructions in the store or on our website. Across the Northland, give your neighborhood Lucky 7 a try and get a smile, savings, great gas, and a whole lot more.
When it comes to staying warm in the winter season, it's important to have a propane company you can rely on. Lakes Gas has been keeping families warm since 1959. Lakes Gas would like to remind you to check your tanks often and call for a fill when the propane level reaches 30% to assure you always have a warm home. Lakes Gas employs local folks that know the importance of keeping your house warm in the Northland. For prompt, dependable service, call Lakes Gas at 283-3035 or visit them online at lakesgas.com.
Welcome back to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool. We're getting lined up for this final award ceremony, and we've got the teams of Mesabi East, Rockridge, and International Falls that are going to be the teams that are going to state, and we'll hear those guys' names in a few minutes, but now everybody knows who's going to state and whose season has come to an end, and we'll turn it over once Spiegel says it's time to go. We'll get ready to go here.
Here they are, folks. In 7th place, Chisholm, Casey Rich, Philip Splinter, Calvin Wagenstein, and Noah Morant. In 6th place, Proctor, Jacob Rodri, Connor Graves, Seth Susharaba, and Nathan Abramson. In 5th place, Giving, Ben Phillips, Matthew Phillips, Luke Burkett, and Ben Brett Brennan. In 4th place, Grand Rapids, Sam Ryan, Nick Asper, Eric Copeland, and Grant Ewan. In 3rd place, moving on to state with a time of 3:27.74. International Football, Will Savano, Colton Hollis, Adrian Manasoff, and Anthony Shoulder. In 2nd place, with a time of 4:38, moving on to state, Rockridge, Nathan Corey George, Nate Southwest, and Anthony Hepnovich. And the 2022 400-yard freestyle relay champions with a time of 3:23.74, moving on to state, Mesabi East. Carter Steele, Cole Lehman, Isaac Schroeder, and Logan Schroeder. Congratulations to all the 400-yard freestyle relay teams, and congratulations to all the teams here today.
Time to announce the team winners, the team scores, so we can find out who the team champion is. Don't go away, folks. We're going to have interviews, hopefully, with the winners, as I've asked the coaches to send them up to me after the meet. So we're going to try to get as many of those on as we can.
Next was Chisholm with 88. Sixth place, Proctor, 4. 5th place, International Falls, 241. In 4th place with 326 points, Mesabi East. 3rd place, Hibbing with 377. And this year's Section 6A runner-up, Grand Rapids, 417. Grand Rapids, you want to come to get your flag? But certainly not least. That's serving athletes, the 2022 Section 6A champion, with a score of 446 points. Congratulations to all the teams, all the swimmers and divers, all the fans, all the coaches, all the workers. We are almost done. I have some more announcements to make. Coach of the Year goes to Josh Sunkovitz from International Falls. Assistant Coach of the Year, John Isaacson from Southeast. Head Coach of the Year, we have a tie. From John Nelson. And from Rockridge, Dan Hunt. Diver of the Year. Ottman. Swimmer of the Year. I think that was named on Thursday. I'm not going to do it today. From Emerson. And the academic award, International Falls at the Summer Award with a 3.70 GPA. Congratulations to everybody today. Every one of you is a champion.
There you have it, folks. Our Section 6A meet is in the books. All the champions have been crowned. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to allow some guys to get up here, and hopefully we're going to have a chance to interview a number of the champions. And you are watching the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships on YourLiveEvent.com, presented to you by the Dent Shop.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
At Packaging Corporation of America, we make Boise brown paper with purpose. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, PCA does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The Shortstop Stores are excited to bring the Section 6A Swimming and Diving Qualifying Championships live on your live event. With shortstop locations for Babbitt to Hibbing and Virginia to Duluth, it's easy to find any of our area convenience stores. Fuel, convenience, and great customer service, Shortstop Stores are here for you.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an improved taste and 0 calories, make sure... Jim.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me.
We're on the air.
I need to try it first.
With zero sugar and now even more delicious, it's the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Find out for yourself.
If you want to get away, book your vacation from Falls International Airport. Falls International Airport offers direct non-stop flights to Minneapolis daily, along with a non-stop charter flight to Laughlin, Nevada, March 7th to the 11th. For more information and to book your Laughlin trip, visit internationalfallsairport.com and click on Charters. With modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport.
And we're live.
International Falls School District is proud of our great academic programs and strong tradition of competitive extracurricular activities. Our students excel with college in the school classes to superb industrial technology department courses. Go Broncos!
When it comes to staying warm in the winter season, it's important to have a propane company you can rely on. Lakes Gas has been keeping families warm since 1959. Lakes Gas would like to remind you to check your tanks often and call for a fill when the propane level reaches 30% to assure you always have a warm home. Lakes Gas employs local folks that know the importance of keeping your house warm in the Northland. For prompt, dependable service, call Lakes Gas at 283-3035 or visit them online at lakesgas.com.
F&D Meats of Virginia is the place to pick up your favorite cuts of beef or pork. F&D Meats has bacon, beef sticks, and smoked fish made on site for all your special occasions. Looking for seafood, seasonings, butter, or eggs? Then F&D Meats is the place to go. Open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. F&D Meats located at 1108 8th Street South in Virginia. Meet me up north.
Welcome back here to the Grand Rapids Middle School pool, and we're waiting for a couple of interviews. We got to get some pictures done down there. Hey, if you're a three-time consecutive champion like Rockridge is, you got to celebrate with the three fingers up, and I'm awaiting. He is trying to get up here. He's being congratulated, and he is on his way here, and he's got all kinds of medals hanging around his neck, and blue and red ribbons coming up. Come on right up here, young man, and tell me who you are. Whoop! I gotta turn on your microphone. Leif Sundquist joining us here. Look at all the medals. Talk about what kind of day it was.
I think it was a great day. I mean, we came out here hoping to win. That's exactly what we did. Both the 2 and the 5 were extremely close races, both with Carter, Steele, and Grant too, and a lot of fun with those guys.
It was a day when this day started. We knew Rockridge was going to be close. I talked to your coach. He said it's going to be close, but we're hoping for 3, and you guys got it. How much does it mean to win the team event?
I mean, it means a lot. I remember back a few years ago when we were still trying to get our first section title in like 20 years, and that was a lot of fun. But then last year, winning by a lot and being told that three-peating was almost impossible. And I think we came here today, we did exactly that, and it's a lot of fun.
You've got 4 medals, you got 2 golds, you got 2 silvers. Which one maybe is the best of those 4? I mean, they're all good, but which one maybe sticks out?
I mean, I really go for freestyle because I sweated that for a long time. Just finally coming out my senior year and winning that means a lot.
Congratulations. Great day.
Thank you.
There's joining us there from Rockridge, and appreciate the time there. They again are the team champion, and again joined there by Leif Schroeder. And again, congratulations to him. 2 blue medals, 2 blue ribbons, and 2 red ribbons along the way. And I'm going to wait to see if I get anybody else to join me. But why don't we take a break here, Dwayne? If you can, we'll take a 60-second break, and I'll see if I can grab somebody else to come talk to me here as we are in the post-meet coverage on yourliveevent.com of the Section 6A Boys Swimming and Diving Championships, brought to you by the Den Shop.
At Arrow, we know that a piece of land may look good on paper, but not as good in person. That you need to know about all aspects of your land, not just the property lines. And above all, it is our job to help you make the most of your land. Arrow of the Northland Consulting, serving the Midwest and Ontario for over 10 years. Check us out at arrowllc.com for all your survey and land management needs, or stop by our offices in International Falls.
Save a bundle when you stop, shop, and become a new Perks Reward member at Lucky 7. Earn 13 cents per gallon for the first 30 days at Lucky 7. After you register, build your Perks Rewards bank for discounts later on and get a Lucky 7 debit card for more discounts when you gas up. Purchases and visits at our Perks partners count towards discounts at Lucky 7. Get instructions in the store or on our website. Across the Northland, give your neighborhood Lucky 7 a try and get a smile, savings, great gas, and a whole lot more.
Back here at the Grand Rapids Middle School Pool for our final time here. I'm Tim Ringhofer with YourLiveEvent.com. It's been a great day here at the Grand Rapids Middle School Pool as we have crowned our champions in Section 6A, our team champion, Rockridge, and all the champions have been covered. Of course, the state swimming and diving meet takes place next Friday and Saturday down at the University of Minnesota. I want to say thank you to Dwayne, our producer behind the scenes, doing all that, giving you a wave there. I can see on the screen. I want to thank the scorekeepers, especially Sherry Lee, who's been taking care of sending me results, giving me updates, and doing everything else. I certainly appreciate her time. Thanks to the sponsors. We couldn't have done it without you guys, everybody who stepped up all across the range and up on in International Falls. We appreciate your guys' support. But most of all, thanks for everybody who's watched. Again, spread the word. You can always watch the replay of either Thursday or both of our events here on Saturday. Go to YourLiveEvent.com, look under Broadcast Archive, and you can watch any of the races at your leisure. I'm Tim Ringhofer, wishing everybody a good evening from YourLiveEvent.com.